Salute! Salute! Yeah, man, welcome to Tonal. You know, so we can start our fun. Yes, man. What on? All right, so here these people, the first thing we're going to talk about today, when we take sign on him and Maria, my sister, my brother sign on, we're going to talk about the spinning a big mama and this account. 50 shots, you know. When you don't buy into, remember just telling the family now, when you don't buy into this bank account bullshit. The bank account bullshit is a way of say when I charge him and let him go. Because we hear that already and all kind of things. And the bank account, you know, right neither. So if the IC go put that in it, because let me tell you what them that's originally. Them do not want it look bad for the Prime Minister, so them are trying a way to let him go. And by the way, on the question, how big mama get bank account and I talk about bank account. Remember the IC report on the table yet. And I talk about film links. Why never have the links long time? I'm going to play something with the Prime Minister 8 months ago. 8 or 10 months. 10 months ago. Now I'm straight on a bank account, not to do with bank account. Let me start the show. Make us start the show. I can't forget shame now again, you know. The bank account is false, fictitious, bogus. Then put that in it. It don't make no sense. I'm not sure why it don't make no sense. Yeah? All right. Start the program, Lonesome. Yeah, people. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, worldwide. Yeah, man, this is Tonal.
Chat them a chat, them a chat, them a chat. None of them a chat, them a bad like the cat. Chat them a chat, them a chat, them a chat. None of them a chat, them a bad like the cat. Chat them a chat, them a chat, them a chat. None of them a chat, them a bad like the cat. Chat them a chat, them a chat, them a chat. None of them a chat, them a bad like the cat. One about this sub Jonah cat. All of your kick and tuna box. Punch you can't left it on 2 block. I know when the boy can't take with props. Tell me somebody sell his smooth a box. Them little lunatic I send with tax. We not trying to waste we have things to pump. We tell them look one of this Jonah cat. Chat them a chat, them a chat, them a chat. None of them a chat, them a bad like the cat. Chat them a chat, them a chat, them a chat. None of them a chat, them a bad like the cat. Chat them a chat, them a chat, them a chat. None of them a chat, them a bad like the cat. Chat them a chat, them a chat, them a chat. None of them a chat, them a bad like the cat. Chat them a chat, I wonder who them a chat to. Them no bad like them and them from Rockfort and back to. If them raise up them voice, you know them face a gun out to. Lump and build the rhythm, feel the word them come round to.
Yeah, me, man, Tonal. Can't fall, can't stall, not at all. Yeah, man, evening. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, worldwide. Welcome to Tonal. All right, so here it is, before was landing, right? Them are big mama spin some things to Andrew Holness. I see the one of them up there, so them to go to prison too. Let me just tell them from now. That's spin. When you don't believe in a not name bank account, that's a foolishness, that's a garbage. Let me just tell them from now. Because when them put it out, there are some people that are idiots, you know. Them run with the big mama spinning. Remember, I spin SSL too, you know. I mean, stop it. Me stop them. Anytime you hear me come stop them, remember, me I want to now tell you family. Even if them put it out, no go so. Me I play Andrew only 10 months what the fuck. Me I play what big mama just said. And I rub him out. Me just rub him out. This is to my man in a worries. See, this is how him go on and spin political puppet. Because by the way, you know, this is the same Andrew. Me put most of everybody, nobody couldn't talk. Nobody at all couldn't talk. See? Now them come out with this bank account that about him father and mother tongue have been 300 and something thousand Jamaican. Let me tell you this. I see una flag him for 300. Remember, if you name in a bank account for them look on that won't drop nothing. If you look on Dalrymple and a million she got away, and them take them time for now, see how they? Do you think 300,000 US? If you have 8,000 Jamaican now book, no US, Jamaican, 8,000 Jamaican now book, and the next 300,000 him mother have it, and put him name, them are gonna make that flag, that's why them know. Them chatting bullshit. And by the way, them they talk to him. Big nasty mama. Them talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Me I play what I'm saying first and then let's show you what big mama say. I want to tell me if it makes sense. Them are that, you know. At the same thing, listen. Who do not listen to this bank account about them fine bank account. Them I tell it's a 300,000 Jamaican. Not even 3,000 Jamaican US, 2,000 odd, 2,000 little bit US, and then flagging from 2021. That making a sense too, no? When him that value how much million? That making a sense, and then in the end, they put bank account. That's why them do it. And by the way, when you ask the question, oh, Big Mama gets to know all these things, them feel lock up Big Mama, at time for them charge Big Mama, At time for them charge Big Mama with that spinning thing, They need to charge all of them up there. And PMP, let me tell you something, the opposition don't go with this foolishness. And who are run with it and talk about, yes, this and that, that is just pin one bad boy, yeah? You understand? That don't make no sense on ya. Let me play. Yeah, sorry, yes, you're good. Say, let me play this with the Prime Minister. I'm a matter of fact, let me show you something. Look at me. Look at this. My before all the damn thing right now, before you marry them, sign on, and then we deal with it. Look at this. Only can Google it and look on it too, right? Look on it. Shall I see there? If you Google it, the 10 months start. Yesterday, me put here what the Prime Minister say I saw. Right? That's 10 months ago. 10 months ago. When you see what I'm talking about, you see there? When it's concerned about income, asset declaration not certified, it couldn't be some bank book we don't go 300 at Jamaican toes in it. That is garbage. And I see, me yesterday, what's the name? Prosecutor, corruption, prosecutor, that was the name. Me say she go for not for charge, And then them pull the thing and them give Big Mama thing out of this. And Big Mama run out with this. No make no sense. Here what Holness say so. Hear this.
And welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, a response from Prime Minister Andrew Holness about the non-certification of his statutory declarations by the Integrity Commission.
Responding to questions by TVJ News at today's post-cabinet press briefing, Mr. Holness says he too is concerned that the documents had not yet received the stamp of approval.
Let me stop him, people. That's what me out. That's a clear and place. Don't follow Big Mama. That is a spin and those are PLIs. If the IC put that bank account in there, the one of them forget them to go to prison too. Because me here, close to them. Them no want it knock on them. Can't look bad worldwide, so them try let him go. When them come up with this, I see una nasty still, on a pit food too, Yeah? When I come up with this, Big Mama now, them let go this Big Mama, Because remember, them get it, in the house. So them take out something and Big Mama run with it and spread more bank account when everybody have it. Then them tell you how much money in the bank account. Oh, I don't know these things. Me have thing when him see it, That means them breach. The whole of them breach and give Big Mama these kind of things. And Big Mama has spin it. Him to go to prison. But the police, when they put up there, that's why people have to vote there. You have to get rid of them people there. Them nasty to Jamaica. And Big Mama spin this like when they spin SSL. Remember me, all in that too. And Big Mama they are do. No must listen to this. You hear what the Prime Minister does say? Him concerned. No, if it was in bank account, with the mother name, in that chat, in that clear, you can have bank account 4 or 5 or 6 different bank accounts. We don't go 300 and something thousand Jamaican in it. And then your declaration, not declare, statutory declaration, because your father bank account a fee bank account. That's why Big Mama said, him name in a bank account and if when last him use it. That no make no sense. Because him father have 8,000 Jamaican in a bank account. Over flag for 8,000 Jamaican when you not declare. Tell me now. Over 200 or 300,000. When your mother have a bank account and you know, okay, they won't even go for that neither. Then now, to find them see the money in that will make them declare your thing well. 100 million or billions of dollars. Them flag you pay 3,000, 300,000 Jamaican or 300,000 or 2,000 odd US. Them flagging from 2021 and not declaring. That makes sense too, no? And you never know what them flagging for. Even know, at the billions. I don't hundreds of millions. Hear this. Listen, not my word. Listen what Andrew said. And listen what Big Mama said. And what I see say. Them, the one of them for fuck off. Tell me I tell you this. Them to go to prison. Hear this. Here, 10 months ago, remember in the middle of the tablet, Tita? 10 months ago. Uno can Google it, I'll look in there. Let me just try it up. 10 months ago. I'm just telling you. See, I'm going to show you. 10 months ago, I'm going to show you. Go see what I'm saying, sir.
Jamela Maitland reports.
It's the question many Jamaicans had been asking.
Statutory declarations have not been certified by the Integrity Commission. You know, the implication of this goes far and wide. Why hasn't it been certified, and does the public have anything to be concerned about?
Prime Minister Andrew Holness on this occasion had a response.
I too am concerned that they have not yet certified them. They have written to me asking various questions. I have provided answers, and they have written to me again, and I'm in the process of providing those answers.
But more, I hear that. They've written to me. I remember them letting go when they said don't take trouble, Zion. Let me show you the case. Nasty IC and nasty Big Mama. They've written to him, and he provide answer. It couldn't be a bank book with 8,000 Jamaican dollars. 200,000 Jamaican dollars. Couldn't be that. He might have a bank account. Even me have my youth in my bank account. It doesn't make sense. It couldn't be that. Okay? And then he provide answer. But he might tell you, say, yeah, wait, from out of the Prime Minister mouth, him say, he have to wait for other like business place where I deal with, so it couldn't be in a bank account. When Big Mama run from story, him not know the Prime Minister do this. You forgot to 10 months to do this, Big Mama? Oh, fool, sir. Remember the man that will list this, you know. Things to come out and mortify him body. Una idiot. If the IT come with anything foolish, then to go to prison to, you know. Listen to what the Prime Minister say, yes, sir. Hear this. Not my word. Hear what the Prime Minister say. Listen good.
Every year, public officials who earn above a certain amount must ensure that they submit documents to the
Above a certain amount, not like 300,000. I will ask them what the threshold. When the threshold will not pay a tax, man. You think you have put a couple bank book, I have 8,000 years so, I have 200,000, I have and then 50,000 years, and then at that make them not declare film statutory declaration, the film mother own it, and him father own 2, him mother own 2, and him father own 1, and giving 1, that don't make no sense. The whole of these things, them fool. Listen what the Prime Minister said. This is 10 months ago. 10. That's why I like when him talk, you know. You understand? This way them come with no carry no water here. Don't buy the bank book thing there. Them are Big Mama, them are big food. Listen.
Integrity Commission to explain their wealth. It includes their assets.
So what? 300,000 wealth? For explain your wealth. You have to how much certain amount. And it's there. So it could be 300,000 Jamaican or 2,000 odd US when you convert it. Them are rolling from 2021 for. No make no sense. I am a Philip and have a bank account. So you could go to your mother bank account and see 300,000. She will have more than that. I am mother. You use 1 P and give her 2 million. Are your mom? You understand? Yes, fam. See? So you couldn't go say your mother have 300,000 in her bank account, or your father. It don't make no sense round there. You don't understand? And look here. Yeah, this, I will, remember the playback writers again. This is what Ben can account for. Hear this.
Must ensure that they submit documents to the Integrity Commission to explain their wealth. It includes their assets, liabilities, and income. However, for the past 2 years, 2021 and 2022, Prime Minister Andrew Holness's statutory declarations have not been certified by the Commission. Mr. Holness said the Commission has requested additional information and he intends to respond to them by the end of the week.
I hear this. He might say it couldn't be a mother account, you know. It couldn't be a mother, your father, having account. Couldn't be a bank account. Because I tell you when busy and other people busy. That's why I not get to do it. So it which bank account? Them think we are idiot. At the Prime Minister this a chat 10 months ago. 10 months ago. The Prime Minister this. Listening.
Will, however, appreciate that it does take some time, and particularly for me, to get 2 or 3 days to go through matters and provide answers. I simply have to be very frugal with my time.
The Integrity Commission.
You know what I'm saying? So this couldn't be in mother account, when mother have account, where she could have put her money and not use. So when Big Mama run out, this makes sense too, no? At the prime minister, that should have started a long time. It wouldn't even have be a matter. You know, go in father account and see 8,000 and then put it down. Yep. So when father can have account with him son name, right? Nobody not tell you that, especially not have the money. When they're going to account with 8,000 in night. Eh? Yeah? She not charge him because when you hear this, you know, because we watch them, you know, she figure out prison too. So the whole of this, I cook it up, it don't make no sense. So I'm going to go over and papers. This now nothing to do with that 8,000 and father. So my father must have the money and my father. 8,000. He might have 300,000 account. Oh, that fee. That make any sense? Me go pray and you hear what Big Mama say, you know. Them just have spin. And by the way, all them get these documents. So them send out that first, and they hear same father and way in their account. I remember them not read this yet. It not make no sense. So you want to say, pray it again. 10 months, these people. When they can Google it, take the timestamp. 10 months ago. Yes, sometime when them that's how maybe use and beat them all the while, you know, when them run out with something else. But I show the IC were holding accountable. Hey, international law will use pound, you know. Because we're nastiness. Listen again, hear him.
Sometime, and particularly for me, to get 2 or 3 days to go through matters and provide answers.
So got too much. You think you'll have to take too much days to provide answer? You know, somebody have account and share use it. Showing have 200,000. You might have more than that. It can't be. That's something I raise nothing but $8,000. With him father, you don't think I make it up? I'm going to play what Big Mama say and come back to this. I'm going to play what Big Mama say and come back to this. I see when that word is case to, you know. When I tell the people them what you know. When they can't get with this. Listen.
I simply have to be very frugal with my time.
The Integrity Commission's gag clause prevents it from speaking on matters publicly.
So if it prevents us people on the matter, how is it that Big Mama run out with all these things and I tell it's a bank account and who own the bank account? Him say see them. Because him wife and your wife and Dapa father-in-law and E.I. Clark, co-Clark, yeah, them take it out and give Big Mama. Then when them spread the propaganda first, you know, say this, and then try to spin it. See? And talk about him wife. Now this gonna be a $8,000 account. Only listen, you know, $300,000 with him wife and $8,000 account. It don't make no sense. What listen at 10 months ago, the Prime Minister does to this. The Prime Minister thought different. And remember, you know, him said them right to him and him talk back to them. So them back and forth. So it couldn't be up. Your mother bank account supposed to have a couple million a night. Can't you get so much you pay, and you give your mother even $1 million to have money. With your name in it, I know nothing that. You not declare your mother thing because you have a wife. So it couldn't be a father account and your mother account them go look for. That don't make no sense. It'll be your wife and your kids them. It couldn't be your mother and your father even if them did have your name now. Because your mother, remember me can't put my kids them name in anything. That I make my account up in my account. So if them did them for declare that, you understand what I say? Then no money in the account. And this Big Mama spin. Do not buy into nasty Big Mama thing. This is how Big Mama do it SSL and try to throw a monkey winch night. Big Mama even say, a man named she, or he, or we. Go take a liar, and use liar, and take a house from Castle. Nothing never got so. Because you can't use liar, you have to go through court and them have to add or something. Then him come apologize for a slap off fine. See, this is how I get paper. Then I use that. This is 10 months ago, yeah? If this was his mother and his father account, that means your mother and father don't have the money. They never have $1 million in them account. And this word, this is under, you know. Remember, you know, 300,000 under minimum wage. How much a minimum wage right now? You don't even have to pay a tax for it. How much a minimum wage? They're full of it. They're full of it. Big nasty mama and the whole of them full of shit. How much money a minimum wage right now? How much they move the threshold where you don't pay no tax for? How much? How much? Them now understand 15,000. So they are about 60,000 a month. Over 600,000 for the year, right? Minimum wage. You have 10 months. 10 months that'll be 600,000, right? 60,000 a month. 600. Same. And like 600,000 for the year. This is 300,000. Who would have running down? I see. For 300,000. And then it's not in one book, people. You not believe me? Hear the news with Big Mama. Me soon come back to him. Hear the news.
Sources close to the commission say on August 30 this year, its Director of Investigations, Kevin Stevenson, recommended that consideration be given to charging the Prime Minister for the monies located in 4 accounts at Scotiabank belonging to his father, mother, and a former constituency office manager.
You hear what Big Mama come out with now? Them run out your bank account first. Father, mother, and constituent. Yo, how much money in the account? If this was it, the money have no charge at all. Them full of shit. Remember, people rate minimum wage and they have to pay a certain thing much. This, you have to declare of a certain amount, right? Right? Hear this. Hear this. I did not seen it. You know, say them. Hear this, not hear this.
2 of their accounts belong to his mother. 1 belongs to his father, and the other to the former constituency office manager. At the time of the probe by the Integrity Commission, the first account for his mother held a balance of approximately 300,000 Jamaican dollars.
So your mother have an account, you don't go 300,000, and them got fear account. Even if you put her son name in it, you can't tell her. And then them go after that Integrity Commission. So you have millions. A million. You go after bill house 800 million. And you go after 300,000. How much is 300,000? Less than 2,000 US. 2,000 US. 1,900. And you understand? So these are the lie where Big Mama them are push from people. Say a bank account, enough people hear the bank account and run with it. This make any sense? This no make tell Big Nasty Mama. Me say him a pit food. Tell them what spend this I see. Me say the one of them for go prison them a pit food too. It's a failed state. People of Jamaica, you have to vote out Andrew Holness by the hook or the cook. Him have to go on. 300,000 is less. Because we have about 56 to 1. So it's 1,900, 1,000 something. Less than $2,000. Your 2,000 US. Your mother could have $1,000. And this stop him have how much millions? Big house and everything and stop. That's it now. Them not finding this make any sense too. No? Remember me just play Andrew Holness, you know. Me just play him, you know. Me play him look a while. I tell it say him right back to them and them write him. I forgot through a bag of things. This does sound like your mother. Keep your mother have a book. When you have got through, and your mother book. 300,000. You must father have and the other one. Hear this.
An account for his mother had a balance of 67,000 Jamaican dollars.
So one more have 67,000 Jamaican. One have 300,000 and one have 67,000. He mother bank book. What does it have to do with him? He married and have a wife. You have a wife and you can't go in your mother thing. And she have millions and millions and millions and she can't get account feet. I didn't name it. So this on a draw, nothing at all. This don't make no sense. The IC themselves with a big piece of shit. This appear like this make any sense, Chris? Who deal with taxes and things? No, so this not carrying the water. So when this not carrying the water, so when Big Mama run out, Peter and Campbell want to about Big Mama, ask them how them get this report. Ask them for me how them get the report. Yeah? Ask them how them know that this is not the report. Because this, them to go to prison for the report, you know. Big Mama want too much now, you know. Them to go to prison for this, you know. So when them take thing and twist it and them give him for twist. Yeah? At times, Big Mama and them watch at go to prison. Yeah? This is garbage. So if them can read this, what Big Mama said, we don't know what's that garbage. Jamaica not stand for this. Nobody now come after you with 300,000. That means your mother that be a dog papa. And you worry how much money now. But your mother now have 200,000 in her account. That make any sense with the name in it? She can't put her son name in it anytime. Anytime. You can't put anyone in your picking name in or something. So if you take that something, them take it over. Your account. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. See? This is stupid. So remember how much money the father had. So the mother had 300,000 and had 60,000 in a one. Yeah, what the father had.
His father's account had 11,000 Jamaican dollars, while his constituency office
His father account of 11,000, you take that now and you know 35 film account because they put him son name in it. And why your father put your son name in something with 11,000 Jamaican in it? 11,000, that's embarrassing, eh? Look at big mama them release. Look at this the IC release. Yo, people something wrong with Jamaica. The man never get voted out. And big mama forgot to prison now. We do all of this. They may have just propaganda. And if the IC put this in it, the IC full of shit. This don't make no sense. 11,000. And you put this. Your father must have no money none at all. $11,000. Now when your wife have something, you know, because you're married. So you leave mom and dad and you go to your wife and you stick to your husband and boy wanna have. This don't make no sense. Yo, Mystic. You reach one?
Yeah, no fun, me don't work, but me can't not tell because in terms of this one,
yes.
I'm hearing. So let me ask the public and all the viewers something. You know, that situation that you're addressing as it relates to 380,000 in whatever account.
Mm.
That is not the heart of the investigation. The heart of the investigation should be, number one, Andrew Holness has an house that value partially near $200 million.
Yeah.
Right. Andrew Holness said to the Integrity Commission, as it relates to Patrick Bailey, that his source of funds, go back and look on the history, his source of funds is suppliers' credit, loans, and mortgage. The fact of the matter, you understand, investigation done, and there is no source of funds found as it relates to suppliers' credit, loan, and mortgage. So the question must be to Andrew Holness, how did he get his money to build his house?
Then that's what I'm talking about.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Focus. You understand? I don't know how Big Mama get this information after the Integrity Commission being muzzled and
yes.
the parliamentarians being muzzled.
Yes.
You understand? That is another situation. However, what the focus is on what the people need to know, you understand, locally and in the diaspora, is Andrew Holness' big house. You understand where he told the Integrity Commission, you understand that he has that as a result of suppliers' credit, loan, you understand, loans, right, and mortgages. Now, what the Integrity Commission need to come out and show people now, okay, all right, Andrew Holness said he get like $15 million for suppliers' credit. Let us see it. You understand? And show the people, you understand what needs to be shown and have it clarified. Okay, Andrew Holness said that he get loans, you understand, from JMMB, you understand, let us see the statement. This is the loan from JMMB. Now let me tell you something, loan from. If Integrity Commission, if the IC cannot do that, nobody wants to hear anything from the IC. This is what the IC need to show.
Yes, yes. But no, but when I say better, when I say Mystic, this is a total corruption because here this now. You give them, remember them anti-Muslim. You remember when the opposition go out and say, listen, them ask everybody and tell them to come out and the 6 and then the 8, right? And just say, boy, ask far and wide. No, him say 10 months ago I play. You notice me play the video with him. This is how them now realize, you know. Andrew himself come talk on himself, you know, all the time, you know. Because we use the one word for him. Now, if this was his mother account, having father account with $11,000 better, that for IC, remember, you know, it's under certain threshold. So you have to declare it. You understand? So the money are gonna be in a problem for IC, you know. Because then under some threshold where and I'm mother account, him father account, or he must have account, him have account with 11,000 with a name on it. Why then they have to pick up that with 11,000? That wouldn't be a problem. Him father money. Him father could have said me tell, yeah, man, I'm do this, I'm gonna put my money in there. What is 11,000, brother?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. The situation is, you understand what's significant, as I said, from, you understand, is what he had told. You understand? Because you're going to tell me that the Integrity Commission hold out the Prime Minister,
Yes.
Prime Minister of Jamaica, you understand, for 3 years,
$11,000. And I'm $300,000. Eh?
Who don't want to tell that? So
and then I'm mother money, you know, in father, so well on. So your father will have money. So even if your mother, remember, if your mother touch up in a eat or something, and she put your name in a something. So you know what, people do that. So she have a account and she have a son name in it. What that, with what? 200, one have 200,000, one have 60,000. Make any sense? And one have in father account of 11,000. And you go after that? That make any sense? But remember, he says he must have time to go through him papers them. This time nothing to do with mother and father. You don't have no papers to go through, brother. Your mother and father have them accounts. So there will gonna be no papers and nothing for him go through because they're busy. So this is where him talk. So when them come with no, it don't make no sense. They never stand to give himself. Them I hear that?
Okay. You know what? We are not going to really even dig too much as it relates to Big Mama, because we know so Big Mama jump out and try to create a narrative, and then you hear a different thing, and then they start to apologize. You know, say a Big Mama that.
No, but it's no.
Really even get.
Yeah, this no better.
Yeah.
You might read off or something, and them going there. Because let me tell you what Big Mama what him don't know. Because me have the eagle fly, and when me get to understand, so them have try let him go. Me don't remember who me tell because them have say I look back on Jamaica. If them knock him. So them are trying to do something. So them come in with this. Because them have not, remember you have to tell the people them something. But this is the worst thing them can come up with. So when, remember I know, it passed the parliament. So them have to read it. And then them have to table it. So you know, say, I do it pass to the man wife. She go through it and them call them up at the house. Because them carry it home, you know. Them have things where them carry home. And even at the time, remember, the dark father-in-law have it too. So when them do, them go through it and them pick out these things. Oh, Maria. Oh, sister. Oh. So, because me want you, oh, sister, oh, I think the place are hot, you know, where blow some steam, sister. I mean, I talk to her, so, you know, where blow some steam. Them are idiot, you know, sister.
Not go like what Andrew wants to say, to lie. Lie? Jesus. Hey, if you want to know what Andrew wants to lie, tell Andrew to. What a man lie, man. Jesus. That things are wickedness, you know. But did your brother Byron walk one?
Yes, Mr. Maria.
Not go send to lie. Lie?
The information that Andrew Holness had given to the Integrity Commission, you understand, as it relates to his 2019 statutory declaration. You understand? And not only that, in terms of his lawyer, Patrick Bailey, said that, you understand, Andrew Holness' source of funds is from suppliers' credit, right? Mortgages and loans. Now, on the premises of that, you understand, that is what the investigation is supposed to be built on, as it relates to the Integrity Commission investigators. Okay, you said that the source of fund is from these. You understand, investigate these areas. So what are the banks? You understand, what the Integrity Commission need to do, you need to highlight and say, okay, here's the bank as according to what Andrew Holness said. We found it to be true. Andrew Holness said it's source of credit. You understand, it's from the bank. And here's the bank, Nova Scotia, NCB. Yes, Andrew Holness did take loans, you understand, to assist him with his house. And blah, blah, blah. These are the evidence that we want to match up with what Andrew Holness said as it relates to his source of funds. Nobody knows for about 380,000. What are we discussing about?
Exactly, Mystic. And before, manners and respect, good evening, Wayne, good evening, Baron, and to all the wonderful people in the chat. God bless you, and good to see you, all of you, this Monday. And I hope all of you had a great weekend and you have a blessed week ahead. Back to this madness now. Seriously, is monkey money them one people can believe say have Andrew Holness statutory declarations held up for all these 3 years? Monkey money,
Yes,
$20,000. It's mad.
All right, brother.
Blessings, brother. Blessings. We are not nothing. $367,000, and he in his mother's account combined, and $11,000 in his father's account. I don't know which father that, but he say one name father. That make any sense, Wayne?
No, sir.
No, but here's the thing. You know what? You know what is sad? You know what is sad? They take the Jamaican people for such fools that they're gonna just come out there and say, and then they think the Jamaicans are gonna say, "Oh yeah, man, I'm mother, man, I'm mother." Why is he throwing his mother under the bus? He's a worthless, good for nothing piece of you know what? Why is he
Yes.
doing this to his parents? You shouldn't do this to his parents. Stand up like a man and face the music because it has nothing. Wayne, 3 years running, Andrew
Yes.
Holness statutory declarations cannot be certified. Just talk about the one for 2021. 3 years. And it's
Mm.
$300, hold it up, $367, hold it up. 367 plus 11,
Yes.
380, 88,
Yes. 208,
$378. Hold
3,000,
up,
2,000 at US. All of
yes,
this.
2,000 US. Hold up his
Around
statutory,
2,006
prevent his statutory declarations from being
at US.
certified. Andrew Holness take people for ninny birds to rat it. No,
Eh?
that's cruel. That man is wicked.
Look at our minimum wage at 15,000. Your father will 11,000. And them are going to take him book. Because your name in the book. Them are going to hold you and charge you for the time. Them
Reminds me of Royal Reid. Reminds me of Royal Reid. Remember Royal Reid did put the money in the helper's account and then
yeah.
the arrestor, she was like, no, it's not me. Andrew Holness is disrespectful to his mother because I'm 100% sure that his mother does not need to be on the same account as him because he has a wife and he has 2 children. So
Yes.
she doesn't need to be on an account as a beneficiary for anything. That makes no sense. But 300, there's no way 300 plus thousand Jamaican dollars could be the problem that has been holding up Andrew Holness statutory declarations for 3 years. And that's what he's been writing back and forth to the IC for. What are you talking to?
Well, wait till that come. I'm going to play him back again. So,
No, man.
and then let me see what I'm saying. Let me see what I'm saying in a index account, no Maria. Let me see what I'm saying also. Let me hear what I'm saying also. Yeah.
Manager's account had $823.
$123 that I want to have. 800 people and $23. You tell me if them people have sense. Yeah.
Account had $823. In total, the 4 accounts red flagged by the commission held a balance of $384,130.
So this, I see, we have to go to prison too. So this, and by the way, them are not supposed to read out this before it read out it. This don't make no sense. This don't make no, so you hear this? So when you play this, just play this 10 months, I'm going to move this, Maria. 10 months ago, I'm going to put this and show you something here. Hold on there. Let me show you something here, sister. Look, let me show you how I use and mash them up all the time, you know. See, me tell you the lie go all over the place, but truth come one way. This Maria, that one can go Google it. Look when Andrew speak. Let me just dry it up for now. All right. Look here, so and you say for not 10 months this. 10 months. You start 10 months, Andrew Holness. Look on the side over there, so it's 10 months, right?
Wayne. So one idiot girl, kick her off for the Sandra Atkinson, kick her off. Take her off for this is no, violence.
Yeah, hold on there. Hold on. All right. And you can't miss it, you know. You're gone. You're one of them too, you know. You're cheap, man. You're too cheap. Go back road, man. Yeah, man, you're done. Go back road. So see it, people. See it. No 10 months that sister. Look at the can over there, so no 10 months. Look. Let me zero it pan it for you. See 10 months there? You can't see it?
Yes.
10 months.
Yes.
10 months. I'm not complaining when I said 10 months ago, the Prime Minister. So this couldn't be all right. Tell me now, if your mother and your father, you have to go in your place and you have to store up to get things to answer them. Tell me if I'm not 2 different things when father say, I'm with this, I say no. And by the way, Big Mama forget charge. And the one of them know them get this. And them in the house to get charged because it's not table yet. But this is what they want, they spread it around the world and they have some people to them know some people get this as a bank account. You find enough money now. And then them come with $800 in a bank account and 11,000. Pay foolish system come with.
It's
800.
foolishness. It's foolishness because guess what? From the very first filing, they would have known about this mother and father account. From the very first filing, you would tell me that it take them 3
So
years,
no more answering.
3 years to
This
find this.
you must have $2,000, like $2,700. They wouldn't flag him for this. There is no way.
They could not flag him for
You understand?
minimum wage for the year. That's for the year.
And let's say that not even half of the movie. Let's stand half or somewhere around the minimum wage.
So hold on now. So this okay, but wait.
Eh?
But wait, look at it this way.
Minister
Look at it this way.
Holness,
So
he
they're
says
saying then
his silence
this
is out.
300,000. Go on, no. Go on, play.
All right.
And welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, a response from Prime Minister Andrew Holness about the non-certification of his statutory declarations by the Integrity Commission.
Responding to questions by TVJ News at today's post-cabinet press briefing, Mr. Holness says he too is concerned that the documents had not yet received the stamp of approval.
So if you're concerned, but you're still, them attack you from 2021. Them could attack you for your father account. So long it have 11,000 in it and stuff. And so long they don't want to have $800 and want to have 300,000. So them mother must eat food and must have a bank account then. And that them a tell me, I want to have 60,000 and then this, it'll make them not declare. Remember, you're married and them have to count you when you're married. Them can't count your brother and sister, Them can't count your mother and father. Them have to count you, your wife, and your kids there. And if them turn other thing about them business, a different thing. But like for them go on you, your wife, and your kids will declare for them thing. And if them go about them business and them have them one family, them declare them own self. You understand? This make any sense to you, ma'am? Hear this now. Hear this.
Jamila Maitland reports.
It's the question many Jamaicans had been asking.
The statutory declarations have not been certified by the Integrity Commission. The implication of this goes far and wide. Why hasn't it been certified, and does the public have anything to be concerned about?
Prime Minister Andrew Holness on this occasion had a response.
I too am concerned that they have not yet certified them. They have written to me asking various questions. I have provided answers, and they have...
So you see it? So this couldn't be, sorry, Maria, this couldn't be Maria. This couldn't be his mother and his father account with $11,800. One have 800 and one have 300,000. One have $60,000. It couldn't be. This is not even
No. Nobody gets nobody gets audited for minimum wage money. That is nonsense. Nobody. And the thing is, what they are looking at is his assets and his income do not match. You are telling me $300,000. $300,000 is what is causing the discrepancy in the certificate. No, that cannot be logical.
Yeah, this sister, make it first. In father and mother live together. I know him have stepmother.
Yeah, exactly.
And have father there. So your father with an 11,000 account, and that be a problem.
It cannot be. But guess what? But he should not be filing. But Wayne, he should not be filing for his mom and dad. They should not be on any of his statutory declarations because guess what? They are not a part of his They should not be a part of his financial burden.
It can be.
So I don't see how and this is what we need to understand from Andrew. Make it make some sense. Andrew Holness would love us to believe that 378,000 Jamaican dollars is why they do not understand how what he has and what he's making don't add up. 307, make some sense. Okay, let's put it in US terms. 2,000 or little over $2,000 is what the IC for 3 years now. The IC can't. The IC is so dense. They're so the ability. Well, no, let's look at it this way. The IC doesn't have the skill set to that. It took them 3 years. But wait, the IC doesn't have the skill set that it took them 3 years to find out that it's 378 Jamaican dollars. $378,000 Jamaican dollars is causing them to not certify Andrew Holness. Who Andrew I talk to? So how did he fund 2 homes and he didn't pay a mortgage for them? How did he build his house up in Beverly Hills?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be. And I'm sure there are other things. The wife is building a $800 million home, has an $800 million project. That is one project that we know of. What about the other projects that we don't know of that might be a part of the investigation that he cannot tell them how he acquired that money? Do not come to Jamaican people and tell them that $378,000 between his mother and his father is why the IC can. It's an insult to the people, and the Jamaican people need to wake up and realize that Andrew Holness thinks very little of you. He thinks so little of you that he's gonna come and tell you that it's $378,000, 2,000 US that caused the IC not to certain my 3 years. 3 years. Who is Andrew Holness talking to? And if the IC said that, Wayne, the IC needs to be disbanded.
It has been disbanded
because it's foolishness. It's foolishness.
And then I'm going to big man and get them reporter and a time for them lock him up, He might not radio station, he might lose him license and them thing. So hear this now. The father and the mother not live. Them live one live at St. Elizabeth, and the mother live in Canada where she want, right? Oh, you go to account and get the father account with 11,000. You put 11,000 Jamaican people, and not even a US, not even 100 US. And this because you cannot say father alone, him and the mother not live. The father and the mother not live. So this 11,000 make the prime minister thing not certified. Brother, hey people, let me tell you from now, Maria, sister, let me tell you from now, our brother, but here we're going to do him now. In them, I have a little class in the up here, so. People, let me tell you from now. So, me tell Ratty, you have to come, Kevin have to come. Now, all of them do this. Kevin have to come, and who again? See? And who again? I want 5 of them. And me, I have to kind of one. I just make them know the 5 of them, Yes.
When?
We have to come.
Rattigan, yes. You're a wonderful human being and I love you. You're my brother. I love you. Why are you a glutton for punishment?
Yes. First of all, blessings to everyone in the chat and people watching, participating, to my sister and to my brother. No.
Yeah, serious glutton for punishment.
Oh, not me. I don't mean, sis.
Oh.
It's Kevin. I will take him on. No.
Kevin.
5 of them.
No.
Kevin, where you there?
They're good. You're good, fam? Yeah, man. Yeah,
no. Listen. Kevin going to take him on, but where you want though? You want make it seem like a 5-hour come from.
No, me request it.
No, you know what's the thing?
I know how they hear this. Me, them want to play me in a music. I know, say me the professor when they touch music. I'm my back deep. Me I tell you now. Me can't pour Kevin. I say, Kevin, where you the one dog and the glass, Kevin? No, me can't do that. We have to do that if I can shield him too. And then me have to have glamour win because and then Prezi. You depend with all the time. You have to come and shield them.
And Jamaica walk out. Jamaica walk out.
What?
Jamaica walk out.
Prezi company thing. Well, listen.
So when my friend one dog, yeah, you have to the one that miss me, He did a tear out piece of my glasses, Kevin.
No. Listen, we need to get it correct. Prezi are coming, then fearless leader.
Yes. Prezi come, my please, we have to Prezi, I forgot dog. Hey, one them from early,
No, man. You can't mash up the fearless leader. You must be mad.
Yes.
Nah, do that.
No, you make him go on top, man.
You go on top. Remember, line up the 1 5. Don't just line them up. People remember me tell you line them up, right? It's that day one laugh and roll. You have to see what you're running now. So he You think me I say make load something more to me
And it be say we must bring we must bring out and it be say and it black say must my artist Tufton must be in the clash.
Oh, you have to talk to Maria with that.
Yo, bro, you not give me the time, no. You not give me the time, innit?
Yeah, man.
No. Give me one time. No, give me one. The 6th is, let me ask you, hold on a minute. Sir Lonesome, is the 6th of October good for you, sir?
October, yeah. See, we're not 6th of October, yeah. All right. Tell me good the 6th of October. One of your people, not on the online, on the year, don't it?
Yeah.
They want online class, you know. So,
no, we want the 6th. We want the 6th.
Yeah. I want to make sure train up on the 6th.
7?
Yes.
You don't know when they are say. If they are say, he might go mash up all you two, you know. That thing they are saying.
Well, I want to make it, well, I don't know. Yes. Tell grandma wait for carry him. Yeah, my master. Yeah. Tell him, you know, in the world, I don't tell him something. Man, they've been on the step out and leave lonesome. He might get mashed up too. Yes.
Well, do you want to tell him?
Yeah, grandma win. Grandma win.
All right. No, see, Glamour, tell him when you match your brother.
All right. The only way we can wash you is unless you can play tennis board on the play.
Me say no, but you talk about Dennis Brown. Me I talk about before Dennis Brown. So
no.
Before Dennis Brown, you have to can play. I bet you man
said.
I'm the play.
Lonesome. The man said, the man say the only way you can mash him up if you can play at Dennis Brown fan dub play.
No, because you can't. No. You said Dennis Brown, me say him have to go deeper than that. He have to play David Harriott. Forget to read me around here. David Harriott. Tell him say me say he must play David Harriott fan dub.
Him say you have to have David Harriott fan dub.
David Harriott fan dub. For talk to me. David Harriott. And them don't this over there. You can't play David Harriott, you know. And then he beat you with John Wood from now till a man, and I beat you with
something. Dennis Brown. The man
I mean him Brown. So we not have to play David Harriott. We have to play for he can't go on. I'm not telling some more about the run here, so. Come go and do some business and come. Tell him yes. Yeah, man.
The program is only 3 hours. It's from 7 to 10.
Tell him you're ready for him. Yeah, man. Right, man.
Yes.
I deal with him. Yeah, but I deal with film case.
All right, the 6th. Yes. All right. No, don't start promoting the thing. Yeah. Let's say another word.
Tell him just prepare him back.
All right,
not even him. I think some double like him.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me.
Please, have him excused.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. You can start do the promo now, and I can start promoting. Sunday, October the 6th.
All right.
7 to 10.
Yeah, all right. So make sure we're not making a joke. I just pay a book back. I want
Jim used to play for Jim. Yeah, he used to play for Gemini. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
I pay a book back. Book cap. Everybody around. See? Yes. All right. So yeah, man. I told me I do it to the people. 5. Yeah, man. Top the world 5.
Very easy. Big up yourself.
All right.
Now, man. Hey, listen. I was have a fence I got tear down. Somebody else says my fence I got tear down. Petra, I don't mean at the clash, Petra.
Nothing mean like that, though.
No, mean at the clash. No, I'm between Lonesome and Kevin.
No, man. No, Grandma Wayne. Kevin can't.
Grandma go to the early one. No, the early one.
I'm finger plate and knock him. So, Grandma, you, Pretty, how again did it? Just call him.
Make a walk by.
Rattigan, you're me, you're good to know. You see me and you, brother, me and you, we are going to sing here. Let them go on with them clash. Me and you just are going to sing.
My sister don't get sing with that, no Rattigan. But my finger don't play, I marry a duck over there, so you know, because I'm not big duck plate me. You know,
the people, yes, family. We all get to the business with the Integrity Commission and all them, but we could just straighten those. You know, say we could just talk a little bit about it. You know, say sis and family in the chat and family what. You know, so we talk to Lonesome tonight, and him start real up, you know. I said to him, you know, is that, well, we are trying to get a date and things like that. The man start, we know a 5 hour, no, and all I want to
You're right.
him say,
No, but we're not yourself. But let's not 5 hours.
5 hour, Jamaica, Crazy, you, Gamma Wayne, and Kevin.
Mr. 250 of them. You can imagine? Eh?
You said no. You must take 2 by 2. You must take 2 by 2. 2 by 2.
No, sir, but I can deal with them, man. No, 5 of them one time. All right, so Ratty. So,
Yeah.
Big Mama come out. Me don't know how them, you know, let me tell you, say it's like people who go to prison, you know, better. So Big Mama say, can never next thing where Big Mama run out and say, a bank account release. Bank account let this happen. And reliably inform, you know, so to them get the papers now. Them go in it and send copy, because I see my read it off, you know. Me know my read off or something. I mean, hear from good source. Him get it, them give him it. So him come and say a bank account, so that's it. Now, at the minimum wage, them not pay certain things, and you know, integrity no go after certain things, right? The minimum wage at Jamaica now 600,000 now, right? Somewhere around this, right? Right here. 15 a week. Like every 4 weeks, like 60 grand, right? Minimum wage. So 10 months, so 60,000 a month. So 10 months that'll be 600,000. And then 2 months that'll be the next 720,000 for the year. Them not charging for minimum wage, don't it? Them not bad tax that I'm not. I don't think so. None of Jamaica terms. Now the Prime Minister, them want to come and say no, the Prime Minister father have a bank account with 11,000. And next account with $800 and I make them know declare him statutory declaration. But the Prime Minister said something different. So I'm going to play with them say, I'm going to play with the Prime Minister said 10 months ago. 10. And tell me if him did not talk about him mother and him father. I'm going to play about this year. This year.
Our sources close to the commission say on August 30 this year, its Director of Investigations, Kevin Stevenson, recommended that consideration be given to charging the Prime Minister for the monies located in 4 accounts at Scotiabank belonging to his father, mother, and a former constituency office manager. 2 of the accounts belong to his mother. 1 belongs to his father, and the other to the former constituency office manager. At the time of the probe by the Integrity Commission, the first account for his mother held a balance of approximately 300,000 Jamaican dollars. The second account for his mother had a balance of 67,000 Jamaican dollars. His father's account had 11,000 Jamaican dollars, while his constituency office manager's account had $823. In total, the 4 accounts red flagged by the commission held a balance of $384,130. That's Jamaican dollars. The Prime Minister told the Commission he had no personal knowledge of the funds in the 4 accounts. He told the Commission that his name was added to the bank accounts as an emergency contact, and he had no direct interaction or knowledge of monies in the accounts. The Director of Investigation recommended that Holness be charged by way of omission for making a false declaration to the Commission.
But that shouldn't be fast neither. So I make a play. I'll play this and make it hear him first. Because when them say them name added, you can go look. More them show we when him name added to the account. This is what them add to let him go. But I make that sense. His mother and his father not live for decades. They not live together. And remember, your father have 11,000. That means he must have money, and then Integrity Commission go for your father account to have his own wife, his own family, and then you add your son name to it. And then them charge you because you have 11,000 Jamaican a night. Not even 1,000 US or 100 US that. Couple US that like, well, 70 US? Like 70 US. So you get charged to that too, you know, the 70 US. And for the 800, when in the government account, 800 Jamaican, you get charged to that to 800 Jamaican. 800 Jamaican. Makes sense, okay? 800 Jamaican. Yeah. You were Andrew said 10 months ago. 10 months ago. It up there, you know, 10 months ago. Hear this. And tell them that about accounts. Hear this.
To me again, and I'm in the process of.
And welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, a response from Prime Minister Andrew Holness about the non-certification of his statutory declarations by the Integrity Commission.
Responding to questions by TVJ News at today's post-cabinet press briefing, Mr. Holness says he too is concerned that the documents had not yet received the stamp of approval.
Jamela Maitland reports.
It's the question many Jamaicans had been asking.
The statutory declarations have not been certified by the Integrity Commission. The implication of this goes far and wide. Why hasn't it been certified, and does the public have anything to be concerned about?
Prime Minister Andrew Holness on this occasion had a response.
I too am concerned that they have not yet certified them. They have written to me asking various questions. I have provided answers, and they have written to me again, and I'm in the process of providing those answers.
Every year.
So, in written and in provide answer, and then written and in they can provide those answers again. That means a different answer they want. Can provide them answer they already to something. This just don't like account neither. Account with 11,000 and then 800 Jamaican, and then flag you for this. When on your account you say them add. Make me see their mother and father account when him name added and why them that add them name. If a big man, why you have to do it? I just for show off this, for do this. Then tell them to do this. Continue.
Public officials who earn above a certain amount.
Earn above. Let me just rewind it again. Listen again, people, not for this keenly. Every year, public officials who earn above a certain amount, not 11,000 Jamaican. Not 200,000 that's under the threshold. Yeah? Not $800. That don't make no sense. Continue. Listen again.
Answers.
Every year, public officials who earn above a certain amount must ensure that they submit documents to the Integrity Commission to explain their wealth.
$800 want to be in a wealth. 11,000, 300,000 Jamaican, 60,000. Them done a wealth. You add it together in a wealth.
It includes their assets, liabilities, and income. However, for the past 2 years, 2021 and 2022, Prime Minister Andrew Holness's statutory declarations have not been certified by the Commission. Mr. Holness said the Commission has requested additional information and he intends to respond to them by the end of the week.
You will, however, appreciate that it does take some time, and particularly for me, to get 2 or 3 days to go through matters and provide answers.
So, all that take him 2 and 3 days to go through matters, that means enough thing and provide answers. But if he did answer, the commission already got it. If you don't meet my father have account for 11,000, well, him add me. You know, say him add me when him add me? Him add me in 2021 after one talk. So we are trying to show no half. I remember 2022. Why your father add you to account now? You're a big man, you don't live with the father all that. Why not add you to $11,000 account? Why your mother add you to a $300,000 account and $60,000 account? No, when him talk so you know, this not about no accounting, brother. And this it tell you every year them have to make over a certain amount and them have to declare it. No minimum wage tell them you know even pay taxes fund. So maybe just tell them and knock it back straight. Ratty, you ever talk on this?
Well, first of all, it shouldn't take you 2 days to just say the account is mine or so I've been added to it. It shouldn't take you 2 days to do that. What this tells me, looking at and I'm looking at it now, the release, the press release from the Integrity Commission dated September 5th, and there are about 5 reports in there. Now, I don't know if the 5 reports are about the Prime Minister and the illicit 6 and the 2 Confederates, or the other 2. I don't know what that is about, but here's what happened. I've never seen this before. They have a report of investigation. Then they have something called an associated indicative ruling. Then they have a full ruling from the Director of Corruption Prosecution. Then they have a special report that is associated with the investigation report. Those are 4 reports. And then the other thing too is that it's also sent, the press release is also sent, or all these documents are sent not only to the Speaker of the House, the President of the Senate, and the clerk, but also to the Deputy Speaker of the House. And the only time we've seen that was when Marissa Dalrymple Philibert was in trouble. And so they sent it off to the Deputy Speaker. So this would appear, just a plain reading of this would indicate to me that the Speaker is under the gun, so to speak. The Speaker, because now it's been sent to the Deputy Speaker. The idea of him, of this account business with this paltry sum, what they should have looked at, and I don't know if they did, they should have looked at, okay, when were those accounts opened? How much money was in the account? How many transfers came out of those accounts? How many deposits? When was his name on it? All these things they should be looking at. The thing that's and I've said to people, because I've gotten a lot of phone calls about this, and I said, look, let's just wait for it to be tabled. But the thing that's troubling to me, the thing that's most troubling is not the account, not the money, not the involvement with the Prime Minister or whomever. It's the fact that this report a report has been leaked. Because I was listening to the thing from the report by Nationwide, and the gentleman, he quoted the corruption prosecutor, which indicates that they had it. No, under 53.3.
Yes.
Remember, that's a gag order on the 53.3. Yes. They say you can't talk about it until after it's tabled. Nothing has been tabled. So now we need to look at the Integrity Commission to see how much integrity they have, because it leaked somewhere between the Integrity Commission and the 4 people here. So we have to look at the 4 people here as well as the Integrity Commission.
Yes.
So I would suggest to them that they start ginning up the person who operates the polygraph machine, the polygrapher. They need to get a polygrapher, but get one from outside the country if they really want to do this properly. And polygraph these 4 people. Polygraph the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, the President, the Clerk, and then go over and polygraph the people over at Integrity Commission. Because we have to get to the bottom of this. We have to get to the bottom of this. Because this is something that was seemingly holy, that you can't break this. This was like a cardinal rule. You can't talk about it.
Let me say something to you. So over the years, all when we are talking about it how much, you notice it not come out of the IC, so you not hear it. You get the graph who them attack to, but you not hear it. But now as them sign it over, Big Mama read it. But this is how them run, because that is not a real. It him will lose him license for our prison, you know. And all him do is go on and spin it, don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. So him spin where him want spin and put out where him want put out, this to stop.
But Wayne, Ratigan, what is this threshold for public servants that I see them? Pardon me?
It used to be 3 million. Now it's 12.
12 million.
12 million. Okay. So how the 300? So all right, now you see how redundant the argument is. That is $384,000 that has been holding up his report, his statutory declaration, because because it did not meet the threshold. So if it don't meet the threshold, it makes no sense. No sense.
I'm not claim this, you know. I'm mother. Remember your mother have money. All right. Me I work when you look my mother, you give your mother money. So she won't even have now 100,000. She'd have a couple million she down there because you are working, you have give your mother some money and all kind of things. Then she have in her book. What that? No, you see when it add. Because the Integrity Commission, if them got it, then they say for 2021, or 2022 or 2023, in name add up on it. So you know, so them have cover up something. You know. Because you know, so the man have him book, him want to put Andrew Knight and you have everything for himself. And him have other kids. And other grandkids, and then him go put Andrew name as a Prime Minister with $11,000 a night, people. 11,000. That make any sense, Charity? You know, see, I'm on the water.
But here's the thing. No, you know what happened? The only way them will get around this, them have to go interpret 53.3 the way I've been interpreting it to get around this. Because here's what it says. It says, until the tabling in Parliament of a report under Section 36. Now, Section 36 report is the annual report or a report that Parliament can direct the Integrity Commission to conduct an investigation, or the Integrity Commission can do one at any time. So there are three types of reports. You have the annual report, you have a report commissioned by the Parliament, and you have one that the Integrity Commission can do on its own in the interest of Parliament. So that's Section 36. It says all matters under investigation by the Director of Investigation or any other person involved in such investigation shall be kept confidential. Listen to this. And no report or public statement shall be made by the Commission or any other person.
Okay, then to lock up Big Mama. Remember him a read it, you know, then take it out and give him. Just frame apart, make you use it, Ratty. Put it up, put a little part there, just isolate.
Hold on there. Let me put it up so you see. Hold on.
Yeah, make just see it Ratty and push it and make them read it. This, where I use against Big Mama, them for lock him up. Because him have it. He's not supposed to start reading and quote it and he go through the house yet or now. Them take it out and give him one of them out of the four. This is what them do all the time. Them need to lock him up.
All right, it's up on your screen. See it right now, son.
All right, let me push it up. See it up? All right.
It's 53 there.
Good. 3, you there?
See, it's 53. It's 53. Right, it's a restriction and disclosure.
Read that now. Show the people them now.
All right. So the gag order piece of this is right here. It's 53.3. Right here.
Right.
It says until the tabling in Parliament of a report under Section 36. And as I said before, Section 36, the report under Section 36 is the annual report or a report commissioned by Parliament or one done by the Integrity Commission on its own. So there are three types. And it says until the tabling of that kind of report, all matters under investigation by the Director of Investigation or any other person involved in such investigation shall be kept confidential, and no report. Look on the third line from the bottom.
No report.
A public statement shall be made. Or any other person.
Or any other person. In relation to the initiation
or conduct of an investigation under this act. So nobody can talk about it.
Yes. Yes.
And that means the public too, can say and no and or any other person. So I that.
Yeah. All right. So Big Mama. All right. We can move that.
Yeah, man.
All right. So Big Mama, them for go pick you up, you know. They need to go pick up Big Mama. See? But it's not table yet. And then release it to Big Mama. And then it those people, look, you know, your father. Remember, and a big money up there saying your father. Yeah? Have 11,000 in my own man. And he put his son name in a book. Oh, you reach to your father book. And if somebody direct you to the book, I say, I could try to go to the Prime Minister. Me, yes, them try to let him go, you know. It's the same woman. Remember when she said this, Ratty? You remember when she let him go? You remember when she did talk? Joe when she did talk, like a prayer with the Prime Minister, Zion. Look at Zion. You remember when she let go the Prime Minister, the first chaplain? You remember when he sing this? Remember this?
Yeah.
You know what my favorite man?
All right. So let me tell you something. Before the IC released this, nobody now have bought no bank book or nothing at all. Big Mama. Just Big Mama just come get it. When them get it. Them get it and themselves according to reliable source. And about now IC, them have it and them have to read it because them have a table it. Them take it out, them take out the part, the Big Mama, they make him in the morning and spread about passport and about bank book first. So everybody say, yes, them think $1 million US in the bank book. Now you're coming to talk about 11,800 and $3,000. Them down the threshold. That couldn't stop him. Remember, in a year, my bank book, I'm going to put my son name in it today. What them do? All them have come to me, by the way. Because I never bank book, I'm going to put my son, you have to say I'm add. So I can't add my son name in it, and my daughter them name, and my grandkids them name. You can't tell me to do it. So all them come from my bank book. And I him open it and add me in my bank book, so I can't add any one of my kids them in it. See? I don't care them all, them still your baby because your kids them, not true. Of course. That's right. So you could have add them, but why your father that add you too? Them say when it add, when it just cause the problem, I 11,000 because the money now move 11,000. So your father add you to $11,000 bank book, and integrity commission go for that, and then him lie because Andrew say have to take 3 days and go through him stuff them. That much only bank book will add to me, brother. Either them think them attack or we run us or we this run us, you know. Remember, we are critical thinkers. That's all I book to you.
No, but hold on. Think about it, right? This is, they want to talk about 2021.
Yes.
Right? It's 2024 now. It take them this long to have him say that them just put him on the bank book. It's not his bank account, but them just put him on as like an emergency. They put him on as, you know, something, you know, somebody where, you know, if something go wrong, then him can run the account. It took them 3 years. It took them 3 years to determine this. That is what based on the reports we're hearing so far. That is the idea they want to convey to us. That it take the Integrity Commission 3 years. 3 years.
Yes.
For 3 years for them to realize that a bank book there, 3 or 4 bank book there with him name on it. And you know, it would be one thing if them say, oh, we're looking at overseas accounts, and it took some time to get there. But the bank what them talk about in Jamaica. How long you take them to get that?
Not time.
But Rattigan, the 4 accounts in question, does all 4 accounts do not meet the threshold that would trigger an investigation? First of all, it doesn't meet the threshold for them to declare.
One.
And that's one. And 2, it doesn't meet the threshold to trigger an investigation. So there's this money don't figure into this none at all, Rattigan. There's no way to explain that $384,000. It's not even $1 million. It doesn't meet the threshold. And because it doesn't meet the threshold, this cannot be factored into the investigation. And if they're saying it took them 3 years to figure this out, then what? Are you telling me this is pure incompetent people are sitting on the IC? The thing is, they really take Jamaican people for fools, and they believe that Jamaica, oh yeah, I mistake him make man, and I'm mad at thinking and him forgetting it. No, it doesn't meet the threshold. So the Integrity Commission does not have to consider any that money don't have to factor into it any at all. What? None at all.
And then you can't put the 3 of them together neither before them, because if 11,000, what I do? I know him now can't declare father bank book. In father the film filing.
What I'm gonna say is that in 2021, right? They looked at the 2021 because at the time it was 3 million. Right, the threshold, and it did earn more than 3 million. So they look at everything, but it's still not add up because you can't take it. There's no way under the sun that you are an investigator of any stripe that it take you 3-4 years for you just figure out a 4 bank book with this amount of money there over here. So there's no way. There's no way. So something is going on here. And then we'll find out tomorrow.
And I like the man sold the bank book. Him saying not him and him on add on. That means people that add him and him mother add him and him father. So why is it that coincidentally that your mother go add you and your father add you? Them not live together for decades. But them add you. That means them are trying to show off somebody. That means them guilty of something too. Them are coerced with them son. Because your father put up an $11,000 bank book and then pick up that. You say you add on because I know you not trouble it. And then your mother took add on pana 200,000 Jamaican bank book, and then a 60 something $1,000 book, and then Gavin, when them done deal with already, you go pick up a bank book now $800. 800. I wonder it's not close. 800. Something wrong. See?
Something wrong.
And then you know with this, and then Big Mama have it Net to neck attack out go and make news after it. So when them go do this, can them give me before them do it, you know. You understand? No, me I tell you, say, Big Mama, them have to get rid of female radio station. Them have to do that. Big Mama time for you go to prison to man. Yeah, man, you go to prison, man. Saying?
But you notice though, see, Big Mama has for a while now, he has been disseminating information that would be considered confidential. You have to ask the source, how would he get it? Remember the fire at Gordon House? He reported it even before the fire station, the fire department got there. How did he get that information?
All right, and look on the fire. The man go inside with the fire and everything, and a Big Mama have it. So you know, Big Mama dangerous. You understand?
No. Here, let me show you something. Go back on the screen now. Let me share something with you. All right, folks. Here's another way where the Prime Minister could have easily get around this, you know, right? And so that's what I'm saying. Something is wrong. Under this section 40, right? It talks about contents and gifts and all of that. All the Prime Minister had to say now was that, listen, the money in the account is a gift. The money, my mother gave me the gift. Who else? Which other relative in my man there?
No, them give up to them account. Them go add him up to them account.
We know, but him could have. When could have said that? When could have said simply put? No. He could have simply said this. He never say it. He never say it. But he could have said, "Hey, it's a gift. We just step on it. Them step on it, but me, the money on mine. It's a gift." Because here's what happened now. Yes. If you do that under this section,
yes.
Under this section, them have a look on section 4. It says subsection 3 does not include such gift as may be prescribed or any personal gift that is received by a parliamentarian or public official from a relative. So you see, this is another loophole in this act I will tell people about, you know, that you can give. Yeah, a wife can get a husband in the amount of money, and them say no, that's a gift and it's excluded. No, yes. The other one, it must be it must exceed $100,000. That's 3 right here. So if we say it was a gift, it have to exceed 100,000 before to trigger any kind of investigation.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a relative, if it's a relative though, it excluded.
Yeah. Like outside, because you can work in and them give a gift, because it could be them a bribe you or pay for something.
Correct.
But if your mother pay on account, but what me ask you again, I can move this again, right?
Yes.
I ask you again. Now you have your man. And you have the money, you know, you're the Prime Minister, you have your money, millions of dollars, about over $1 billion. And your father will get you put it on FEMA account after this come up now, put it on account, and then can't see when they put it on it. He go put it on account to over $11,000 better. Your father love it so much. You have the money and everything, you know, you should have looked to give your father money every month for rise in an account. You don't want it. But him put it on account with $11,000 for what? To have the IC. The IC are not to this to them follow this, you know. This to make no sense. And then Gavin thing about the David already, and then when look is that you go for your back account where $800 in it. You don't talk about account, you can't remember, you know. On the deal with the Gavin thing already, you know, she, you know. So oh, you go back to account now, we're down there, in farmer manager, Gavin, wow, and then you go back to account to the $800. That makes sense. Because you don't cover everything already. So if you man Gavin have account, it's supposed to be covered already. When them come with it's garbage, brother. This name cover up its garbage.
Well, look wait and say tomorrow. You know,
yes.
If the more table, if the more table.
No, that. When you hear what the Prime Minister say, so him never talk. All right, I'm telling you something. If this was account, can you imagine your mother just put up an account or under the threshold? Your mother, she just put your name in not your account and like you open a new account.
Start up, Wayne, kick off Javon Morgan. Thank you, please. Kick him off. Enough. We don't tolerate this kind of behavior around here.
Jagan, when there?
Javon Morgan.
823.
When there?
No, we're not going to repeat it, but we don't tolerate those kind of foolishness around here.
Man, all right, sir. All right, sir. Yes, you want to, so you have Jagan see there, especially when you have the name there, you know, say. My sister is sharp, you know, yes. So them deal with it different.
Yeah. What I would have said to everybody is we could just wait until tomorrow or whenever them decide for table it. And then when them table it, we're going to see the full report and then.
No, but what the problem is, remember, you know, I know our Big Mama run out with. Because Big Mama did say this first. I'm sure them poor things out there. Big Mama did run out with this first, you know. And said it. So when them say things first and then them read the news and I say, them are fully informed. Remember when we informed, you never informed from the IC because them against IC when the man get all shot. Remember you know, so the IC when I talk to Big Mama. If them in there, them they let go about things long time. No, it reach at Parliament, you can't tell you why night. Eh? And this is not the first time Big Mama do this.
Oh, well, Sam, them not for doing the Parliament building, you know, there's a provision in the Constitution where you can, the Parliament, the members, they can meet anywhere. In fact, they can even meet at the Governor General's residence. They don't have to meet inside that building. So even though it's under repair, they can meet someplace. So that's not an issue.
Yeah, Big Mama say yes, sir. Yeah, Big Mama say yes, sir.
And notice I'm choosing my words very, very carefully because me not see it.
No, but who asks if you see it? No, look at people. Look how big our food now. I'm telling you now. That's it. Look here. Who asked him if him see the paper, the report? You asked him, Yati? Who asked Big Mama if him see something? Maria, you didn't ask Big Mama if him see something? Here, Big Mama, Yati. Here the confession.
Since him not see it, we send you the one from Nationwide where the reporter start quote from it. Since him not see it,
I play this too. But hear this. Yeah, I have it. So I play it. Well, but hear this now. I send this and play this after. Remember, you know, nobody not ask somebody if you see it. It's not how you give away yourself. You understand? Then, this is how you give away yourself. Yeah, man. People, you have to be careful when people are around pronounce, you know. I hear them say check you out, you know. Jewa. Yeah. Yeah. Hear this. You must not see it here.
The report has apparently, and notice I'm choosing my words very.
Apparently. I notice I choose my word. He might tell you when the reporting on him say, notice I choose my word.
Very, very carefully because me not see it.
Yeah.
Me not have a copy. Yeah. Apparently, the report.
Who asked him if he have a copy? Just call the name. Don't say not do the alert, man. Mystic. Just call the name right away, man. Right away, man. Just knock up the name, man, and ask him. I couldn't let that same man. Nobody about not do who alert, man. Anything where pit food, we get rid of them right away, you know. You understand? You hear this? He not see it, but hear this.
Me not have a copy. Yeah. Apparently, the report has found a number of bank accounts. Where the Prime Minister's name is attached to. Bank accounts that apparently were not declared. And this is where we want to see the report. Why were they not declared? Why? Did he use?
So you may tell the time come with the bank account for 2.5. Me not tell no man. Then they make them read it up. They come like when they shoot up Granny Subaru. Same thing. Hey, you can't read him like clock, you know. It's easy to read and I like no book, you know, like clock. You know, that's a 1 o'clock, then 2 o'clock, then 3 o'clock. See, now it's a 1 o'clock, then 12, then 11, then 1. It's a go forward, right, Patty? You read him like a clock. So after 1, you know, say, you know, where I come after that. If you talk about the hour, if at the minute, you know where I come. Eh? Yeah. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, Mr.
Sam Allen, the new release about this witness a witness statement that they're going to include in the package that they sent over to Parliament. But they said that it has no effect on their decision. So, you know, we'll see.
I'm going to put up a one and a the one we don't send.
Yeah.
No, put it up. While I wonder, you have to no seat. Who asked him if him seat? But him I tell you and I ask why it never declare.
And this one of the reporters them, you know. So you just have to assume that if a reporter go see it and I go quote from it, then
this bad. All right, look on this now. I'm going to play it right now. Play right now. Fast and quick.
Our sources close to the commission say on August 30 this year, its Director of Investigations, Kevin Stevenson, recommended that consideration be given to charging the Prime Minister for the monies located in 4 accounts at Scotiabank belonging to his father, mother, and a former constituency office manager. 2 of the accounts belong to his mother. 1 belongs to his father, and the other to the former constituency office manager. At the time of the probe by the Integrity Commission, the first account for his mother held a balance of approximately 300,000 Jamaican dollars. The second account for his mother had a balance of 67,000 Jamaican dollars. His father's account had 11,000 Jamaican dollars, while his constituency office manager's account had $823. In total, the 4 accounts red flagged by the Commission held a balance of $384,130. That's Jamaican dollars. The Prime Minister told the Commission he had no personal knowledge of the funds in the 4 accounts. He told the Commission that his name was added to the bank accounts as an emergency contact and he had no direct interaction or knowledge of monies in the account.
The emergency contact and it has to the back.
Yeah, but how them know say him said that? How
them know all right, yeah. Them attack to him. So when you hear this, them all say him said this and that kind of thing. Just this.
The Director of Investigation recommended that Holness be charged by way of omission.
What it will be this because the Prime Minister tell us something else 10 months ago. So when them attack you, so how would them go get this are the swap, brother. This is swap. Continue.
Making a false declaration to the Commission. But a few days later, on September 2 this year, the Director of Corruption Prosecution, Keisha Prince Kamika, said no. She ruled that the Director of Investigations had not presented a strong enough case to...
She still one rule. Remember this to read out to people. But them read out what she do. I what she say the second. Remember yo, them to get locked up, you know. Them I tell it, me not tell it, say the share plan for let them go.
Well, I know. You saw him start quote her.
Make him say don't touch trouble Zion.
You see him quote her. You hear him quote her now.
Yeah, this. But here, I quote him from here, so yeah.
Support his recommendation for the Prime Minister to be charged. Prince Kamika says while Holness had a duty to declare the sums, there was not enough evidence to support a criminal charge for intentionally omitting to do so. Prince Kamika wrote, quote, in light of the foregoing, there is insufficient...
Well, on top of that.
Them are quote!
You said she wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big mama is not table yet. Yes, right. And when I listen to this, remember, you know, from the big mama, them for go to prison, you know. Me tell them have the paper, they talk about we not see it. Hear this. Him all quarter. Remember, in the table yet, you know, we don't know when I get, you know. Hear this.
We know that report, you know, because him said she wrote.
She wrote. And him said quote.
Go back a little bit so people can hear. Rewind.
Listen, yeah.
Ruled that the Director of Investigations had not presented a strong enough case to support his recommendation for the Prime Minister to be charged. Prince Kamika says while Holness had a duty to declare the sums, there was not enough evidence to support a criminal charge for intentionally omitting to do so.
She said, you know, why this, that. Instead, he said, I'm a quarter again now. Listen good. This big mama have the paper on it and I doing twisting. Yeah.
Prince Kamika wrote, quote, in light...
Remember do it again, couple times that year, because you go to prison, big mama. Me tired of you now. I understand people, I don't tired of you, you know. Me tired of you too now, you know. Yeah. Man, rap it too, man. You do too much now. Play again.
There was not enough evidence to support a criminal charge for intentionally omitting to do so. Prince Kamika wrote, quote, "In light of the foregoing, there is insufficient evidence on file to establish that the Honorable Prime Minister, by way of omission, made a false statement in his statutory declarations for the period ending December 31, 2021, as it relates to the BNS savings accounts. Accordingly, no charges are to be laid." End quote. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear that?
In court. Him tell you where in it. Me not tell you such a try let him go. So then bring up bank account, them take out these things, and then them run with it. Hey, them forget charge, you know. This is what them do. And them bank account thing are foolishness. Them are pay off and everything. This and them never offer them bank account with 11,800. This a garbage. This a garbage. This will not bring nothing in this report. Remember him said them talk to me. I play back what the Prime Minister say, you know. So it will not be this. I play the Prime Minister mention not like this. Him say I have to go through him paper, go through him thing them, figure them a next answer. Him the answer, but you have to tell the Prime Minister, so listen, them add me and that. You hear this? The Prime Minister
Wayne. This is a 52 years old man, you know. This is not an 18-year-old child. This is a 52 years old man. And these are his parents' account, based on what I'm hearing. These are his parents' account. So how can his parents' account factor into his declarations? It shouldn't factor into his declarations.
No.
And the monies that are the monies in question, over $384,000, don't meet the threshold for any form of investigation or declaration. So it shouldn't be in his thing. It is his parents' account. So I don't see how the IC is going to say from 2021, 3 dege accounts or 4 dege accounts with this measly amount of money is what has been holding up the Prime Minister's statutory declarations from being certified. Who are they? They take Jamaican people for ninny birds. This is rubbish argument. You're talking to us, the simplest of person about it. They're going to say, wait, 3 years it take it to find this out? Moreover, these are not his accounts. It's a 52-year-old man. He's the Prime Minister. What business does he and his mother and father have with any accounts? That makes absolutely no sense.
Look, but here this. Go look when you add him. So why have them turn Prime Minister now and them thing that you got add him after him and the Integrity Commissioner, you got add him pan your account? Why you do that? Why your father feel for do it and your mother do it too? Somebody direct them. These are all cover-ups. So when you do know, Integrity Commission have to come out to the people and say, well, him commit something but we could use the bank account to clear him like him mother and father do this. But this not make it, this can't make it. And then Big Mama have the wall of this quote it. Yeah, again. Yeah.
Sources say the Director of Corruption Prosecution supported her finding with case law. Prince Kamika said the Prime Minister's explanation for the omission appeared greater than any suggestion. He intentionally did not include monies in the 4 accounts in his 2021 statutory declarations. Prince Kamika reportedly wrote, quote, "In accordance with the principles outlined in Regina versus Jones and Wicker, therefore the prosecution would again be challenged to establish that the omission was intentional, as required for the knowingly element of the offense, in the face of even greater support for the explanation which has been provided."
Him a quote the thing and it not release yet, people there at the table. They're gonna give him the Prime Minister wife and the guy there. But female wives go up there so them all will have baby in a prison. The one with the drugs there. What's name again? The one the deputy speaker. And Dapper father-in-law.
You are Clark. Yeah.
And Dapper father-in-law. Then get this. And then Big Mama get it and I'll read it on our news.
Well on there.
Then them put a twist.
Remember, when our favorite listeners, Patrick just reminded me that don't forget that this is the same radio station that revealed Chairman Ron James's medical files. Medical stuff, the medical reports. Remember, them are the one who revealed it.
Yes. Yeah.
And I remember when me asked them, when me go and ask the JCF for the chairman's medical files. Them right back and tell me something too fast. And none of my business. It's private. Them can't give to me. But somehow a radio station got it and started talking about it. So
it's bad enough, people.
But something, Ratigan, they have accomplished their goal because this is a deflection. Because still $1.7 trillion isn't accounted for. The office of the Prime Minister has billions of dollars that has been unaccounted for. Ministry of Health, billions of dollars unaccounted for. Ministry of Education, billions of dollars unaccounted for. So we are wasting time talking about the shiny object when all of the other things are going on underneath there. A man died at the airport over the weekend. All right, or last week. A man died at the airport. These are the things that we should supposed to be really be focused on. But they are throwing these shiny objects out there, knowing that something. It's going to attract people like piranhas at the harbor. So we're all focused on this. When guess what? This is not what the focus should be on.
No, but Maria, no, with the Prime Minister, though, with you respect with the Prime Minister, that should be a Prime Minister of Jamaica from 2021. But what I try to do is trick the people and push them everywhere and then them turn back, sister, and then I try to let him go. But the Prime Minister himself not say nothing like this because if I this alone, them won't have him here. So this supposed to be sealed same way, and this a breach. This a breach, big mama.
But Wayne, exactly the point I'm trying to make, that we're focused on the shiny object. But guess what? The office of the Prime Minister has billions of dollars unaccounted for.
The Prime Minister,
you know what I'm saying? Right. And you look at the Prime Minister, you look at the things that the Prime Minister owned. His salary could not have given him that.
Yes, that's why.
Salary, investment, could not have given him that. So the IC, this is what is coming out of the IC. The IC dropped the ball. They really dropped the ball because this is madness. This is madness. So that's why when I say they are throwing this as a deflection out there, billions of dollars are still unaccounted for.
Yes.
Somebody took it. Who took it?
Him. He must let go because him are the Prime Minister to come at the country. And if you go make your mother put your name on book and your father and put a next one and I try to use it to let him go. And then them release this when them get it to big mama. But remember, it couldn't be in a book. I'm going to play back people. Let me finish here when I say so.
End quote. Prince Kamika wrote that additionally, no evidence had...
He wrote, additionally, I'm get this paper, people. Oh, this guy get it. It's not here yet. Juliet Holness have it. I talk and dark father and land man and I show no she. I one at the three of them. Three of them put together. Yeah.
Been presented to contradict the Prime Minister's explanation in his response to the Commission or to suggest use of the accounts beyond the stated purpose. All sources say the Integrity Commission's Director of Investigations had also raised concern with the Prime Minister's purchase of shares from a financial institution. However, no adverse recommendation or referral was made concerning that purchase, which the...
I don't want to let him go. No referral to that purchase. Bullshit. We don't want to hear about the share. But tell you let him go on something.
Prime Minister insists was above board. Nationwide sources say the Integrity Commission revealed in its report that prior to its recommendation concerning monies in the 4 accounts, it had hired an international forensics investigator to review the Prime Minister's financial affairs. We are told that the foreign-based investigator worked on those matters for about 6 months. It's understood the investigator reported to the Commission that he had found nothing untoward or illegal in the Prime Minister's financial affairs. The Prime Minister's 2021 declarations have so far not been certified by the Commission. It's believed that the Commission's probe into the 4 accounts, 2 belonging to his father, 1 belonging to his mother, and the other to his former constituency office manager, stood in the way of the certification.
A foolishness, no! Remember sure I lied to myself. Here where the Prime Minister...
I simply have...
Back to primetime news.
And a special welcome.
Listen, if it was that 11,800 and the next 300,000, I think the Prime Minister, that's a clear long time. Not like this. Not like this. And why you mother put it on something and a theme book? Instead of adding. Why you adding? Because you want to muddy the water. You see what them that do a long time? That's why it takes so long. Them are trying to let him go. Here what the Prime Minister said 10 months ago. 10 months ago. Hear this.
Once again, to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, a response from Prime Minister Andrew Holness about the non-certification of his statutory declarations by the Integrity Commission.
Responding to questions by TVJ News at today's post-cabinet press briefing, Mr. Holness says he too is concerned that the documents had not yet received the stamp of approval.
Jamila Maitland reports.
It's the question many Jamaicans had been asking.
The statutory declarations have not been certified by the Integrity Commission. The implication of this goes far and wide. Why hasn't it been certified, and does the public have anything to...
All right. So if them did not talk to him like what them just said the Kawhi, and him said them talk to him, him don't know say their account, him say him never know. Why not certify? Because him talk to them. When that keep telling him, my father have 11, remember I love talking, my father have $11,000, but me don't know why I put my name on it. I them vex fan of them not certify me. That's stupid. The whole of this are garbage. Yeah.
be concerned?
What is the procedure to add somebody to an account in Jamaica?
You cannot go at them, And then it's send your
you have to send your particulars, because I did it a few years ago. You have to send your particulars,
Yeah, but Anthony G said you need notarized documents and you need signatures for the additional person.
Yeah.
So that sounds to me like you have to come in and do it. This doesn't sound like something you do on the phone.
If you can draw money for me, but me can't put your name on it, Me can't set up on it. So them that mean him not drawing the money out. That's what me tell you, say that's what thing. Can't just take your God, man. Them add you. But when you go, him have to carry you if you want to draw money and you're active. Him just put your name on it. So just look when them put him name on it. Him say them add him and him. So them could have go and guard him. When you open it, you can't add him. But him have to come sign like him have to do that for draw money and do what he want to do. Yeah. But them put him name on it. Why them put him name on it though? But it's beneficial to him. You have a father with more kids and grandkids, and you have billions, and your father put $11,000 account and put a name on it. Why? When them put it on it? When? 2021 after them search you out? 22?
Well, look at what Kimon said. Look at Kimon said. Kimon, the people, let's be real. Nothing nationwide said is not true. Nothing said is not true. That's a double negative. I understand that. Nothing said is not true. So she's saying whatever they said, it's true. That's not the issue, Kimon. The issue is that they reported it when there was supposed to be a gag order. The gag order is not lifted until after the reports have been tabled. And now we have them quoting from a report. That is the issue.
Them a quote. Them a quote from a report. So yeah, what the Prime Minister said no. Maybe you haven't said anything about bank book or what. You how him talk to them, he never even know why them not certify it. Yeah.
About. Prime Minister Andrew Holness on this occasion had a response.
I too am concerned that they have not yet certified them. They have written to me asking various questions. I have provided answers, and they have written to me again, and I'm in the process of providing those answers.
So why, if I did account, say full account, your mother name and your father name and your name, and me written to you and them that's me them put it on, you can go check it. Them that check it and no. Them could have written to the bank. The bank can answer them. The bank and the bank can do them that written to the bank and the bank answer them.
Loans we get a bunch of responses from the chat and them I say no, you can't just tell the bank for add somebody, the person have to come in.
No, you not tell them add the people, man. Sometimes you go there, you can't add me do it before. I know if them change up now, but me tell you.
Long time ago. How long ago you do it?
Long time.
Yeah,
no. As recently as 2018, as recently as 2007, yes, 18, you had to sign. The documents had to be doing it from overseas. The documents had to be notarized. You had to send original documents and FedEx to the bank with your signature, all of that. So they had to get signed. Yes. And
Yeah.
if you're over there, the person had to go into the bank with the person who is adding the name. So they had to go into the bank. If the
Yeah.
person is in Jamaica, they have to go in the bank with them. Yeah.
So I know when they add to this. Who add him? When they add to this, who add him? Because them say them add him. Yes. Them say them add him. So for 2022, then 21 and 22, that means you have him have got to add himself.
Yeah.
And them know so now him money going out and that just send what somebody from there. So I remember I know the one of the bank people, them that just add it. Them that add it. Me not even have to ask. Him not gonna about no JP and nothing like that. Me not ask. 11,000 account and the Prime Minister go on it. Him just call and give directive and them add it. I don't even think him father have to go there to backside. And that's what me make. That's true. That's the little man them in my area. Me not ask, you know. Him not have to go there to go prove nothing to them. You understand? So them are just tweet for us one what I call them corrupted. You understand? But here where the Prime Minister say yes, so him not know him right to them. Here where I say yes, so this sound like when they get people paper now for give back. I see. If it was bank account. Hear this again. Yeah.
Every year, public officials who earn above a certain amount must ensure that they submit documents to the Integrity Commission to explain their wealth. It includes their assets, liabilities, and income. However, for the past 2 years, 2021 and 2022, Prime Minister Andrew Holness's statutory declarations have not been certified by the Commission. Mr. Holness said the Commission has requested additional information and he intends to respond to them by the end of the week.
You will, however, appreciate that it does take some time, and particularly for me, to get 2 or 3 days to go through matters and provide answers.
So people, it should be a bank account. You have $11,000 in a book. And that's 8,000 in there. And you have to take 2 or 3 days to go through your matters to provide other things. This make any sense to your Ratia life. This sound like a bank account you might deal with $800 and $1,100 at 300,000. Listen again, people. 10 months ago, I said this. 10. On Google it. Just look on this and Google it. And look what you have said 10 months ago. I'm just saying.
Statutory declarations have not been certified by the Commission. Mr. Holness said the Commission has requested additional information and he intends to respond to them by the end of the week.
You will, however, appreciate that it does take some time, and particularly for me, to get 2 or 3 days to go through matters and provide answers.
Go through matters and provide. Listen, if about a bank account and for this sound like a bank account too, no man.
I simply have to be very frugal with my time.
The Integrity Commission's gag clause prevents it from speaking on matters publicly. For Prime Minister Holness, he says his silence is out of respect.
My silence should not be interpreted as not wanting to address it, but I do have another role, and that role is to protect and to defend the institutions.
The opposition has, however, argued that it sends the wrong signal. Notably, opposition leader Mark Golding's declarations have been certified. Now, the country eagerly anticipates a similar response from the Prime Minister.
I am hopeful that they would do their work and provide the nation with the necessary certification.
But will it satisfy the Integrity Commission? Jamila Maitland, TV.
Yeah, you know. So we must say that 10 months ago, I said this people, 10. This damn man for do bank account. When them go make up a fictitious thing that I see, them want to let him go. Because me here, you know, we decide of them. We hear so them a plan to let him go, you know. Me here. No, them release the thing to Big Mama.
But when he said that he cannot talk because of the gag order. Isn't he the one who put a gag order on them?
Yeah.
So he can change it. He implemented it. He can unimplement it.
Yeah.
So when he's saying to be hiding behind or he has to be protecting them is garbage. It's garbage. And this thing about bank accounts and the truth is they have abused the intelligence of Jamaican people for such a long time now that it is just par for the course. You know, they don't expect anything better. Anything they say, they people go and believe and just move on, and it's going to become 9-day wonder. Do you realize that the amount of things that have happened in Jamaica and being kept alive in the public space is really on social media? The media talk about it today and it is done. SSL is they finished talking about SSL. They finished talking about the Port. They finished talking about Patrick Bell. They finished talking about Royal Reed and Grace McLean and all those other persons and the teacher who sold the land over in Clifton. They finished talking about these things are kept alive in the social media space. The local media has forgotten about it. And that is why people like Andrew Holness can come out and say these things and nobody take him serious because it's the norm. As like them say, I saw the thing set. And because I saw the thing set, everybody's just gonna go about their business, live their lives, and nothing to see here. So just moving right along. Next, because the media is already on to the next big thing that's gonna drop.
So right away, Ratty and Maria. This is a lie. This is what them go add him and go add himself. Them go add him because they want to use this. Because remember, you know, the IT cancer, we never have nothing for him, you know. So what them do, them they look one account. Him father not have no money, he send leave him father about down there. If you leave your father about when they put it on an $11,000 account, you tell me no, Ratty. You have your son, you're a prime minister. And I like account with 5 million or something like, you know, or 10 million, 11,000 Jamaica, less than 100 US. But them see it fit for God dig you up. Them that's the primary, the owner. Them that's the father. And the boy that want to dig up something with him there. With nothing in it. You don't have nothing to see here. $800. Jamaican dollar. But you put that in there to 4 accounts. So the more accounts you add up, go look when them accounts are open by the way. But we have to know when the account them open, when him add to the account. We don't like know that. When each of them accounts are open, and then I want bank them hold for them there. You know, so something spooky. And I want bank them say them there. I forgot to play it back.
The Scotia Bank them say.
So oh, what a coincidence. Because I'm sure me here like a Scotia Bank. What a coincidence that the whole 4 account are Scotia Bank. Yo, them people that hey, I should have fed so now deal with. Who know I idiot? What a coincidence that you have the whole 4 account. Your father and your mother not live for decades. Everybody live and live them have a wife and husband and who. And so coincidence, your mother live a foreign. But you come and then have account. Local, you don't put in a foreign account. Local account is Scotia Bank. And so that the father have 11,000 account and put you on it too. In a Scotia Bank. And Gavin have one in a Scotia Bank. Rated. Then they put one a J in, you know. And what that mean, I want call and in control the man will put it there. I remember enough bank people leeching and 4 and 5. And then Scotia Bank and who that mean, you know, the Prime Minister this. Them can't get where them want to get. The whole list of us set up and foolish and garbage. 4 accounts in a Scotia Bank. Yeah, 2 for the mother when I live in Jamaica. 1 for the father when I live with the mother a long time. And the other one with Gavin. And it's just a coincidence that the whole 4 of them there at Scotia Bank. You know, crazy. You know, see that well planned. You know, see them I eat that right. A lot of things they teach them. That's send them a prison to, by the way. You know, send them a prison. Remember play and really listen for Scotia Bank.
A few days later, on September 2 this year, the Director of Corruption of the Commission say on August 30 this year, its Director of Investigations, Kevin Stevenson, recommended that consideration be given to charging the Prime Minister for the monies located in 4 accounts at Scotiabank belonging to his father, mother, and a former constituency office manager.
This is a setup, people. This comment not Scotiabank when I hear that to you. I never want to play no more of this. Right? See the whole smoking gun there. See the whole smoking gun there. Remember one day we are down there, so one day we are foreign and she come and have 2 accounts with Scotiabank. The father now, all of us, him have one with Scotiabank too. And then and the one of them, and Gavin, and then the one of them put film name on the account there. Scotiabank. No, if you tell me now, lightning strike 4 place, you couldn't go tell nobody in a fetch this. Nobody. Una fool, hey, una fool, me no know. Me no know. Una fool, you know.
This is An election year, you know, Wayne. Wayne, this is an election year, you know. So everything they do has a meaning behind it. Okay?
Never make a
So
mistake
even
though.
though it is IC, and we would hope that the IC would do is above board, and you know, these are bright people. These are people of integrity. But I mean, this is an election year, so none of this makes any sense. So he's not gonna come out and say, see, everybody was saying me a thief, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I am a man of unquestioned integrity. And if you go away,
No, but this alone, them get qualification why get well, Big Mama them get the whole thing. And I read it. And I quote it too, by the way. This troubling in Jamaica. This troubling. We have to move, Andrew, you know. No care where you do, you have to move. You have to move. You are danger to society. You are danger to society. And your mother make a wrong move. And like your father have something. You see them never make it look real, you know. For a account that them can just go one place for a account and take it out at Scotiabank. And see name come up in a one place with ease, with 4 different accounts. 2 with the mother, 1 with the father. Them not live together and nothing at all. But everybody want to put your name on an account. It's stupid. It's so stupid. No, Ratty. No, other farmer FBI. When you say red flag, you don't know red flag, but brother. Oh, they too clear. Eh?
You remember say Minister of Finance draw out a red flag in the parliament. You remember just recently?
Eh.
Yeah, me I wonder for the red flag.
once I come at him drop the red flag, but him bail on them.
Yeah. Well, look, like I said before, I have problems with the Integrity Commission Act.
Them too.
And I have problems with the institution.
Yes, the woman, she go on, you know. She corrupted. Let me just tell you now. Very corrupted. She very corrupted. She come with
the corruption prosecutor.
Eh?
The corruption prosecutor.
She corrupted people.
Yeah, okay.
Very corrupted. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, look, but we just want them table it. And hopefully them table it tomorrow so we can say, because it's about 5 reports, you know, 4 or 5. We just want to say all of them.
So when I know I say them take it out and give Big Mama, you see, Big Mama them have no sense, and them do it with Granny Subaru, them do it with down at the parliament. When you look, the camera moving out, them pan the camera and the man running it, and them tell it the camera pan the building, they fool the part. And when you look, it's mother going to the building too, you know, and I show you in there, you know. And then that them do. But with that, we know you who are run down, you then catch them by the way they burn down the parliament, what?
No. And Lachlan asks, why question the IC? Lachlan, go and read the Integrity Commission Act of 2017. Read it with a critical eye though. Don't just read it like you read a novel. Read it with a critical eye and then compare it to their actions. And then also look at the reports they've put out, including the annual report. And then you'll understand why you have to focus on them as well.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat is you know, and we have to be critical thinkers too. And the person said within Palace Studio, PNP, as much as I support you and dislike Holness, Jamaicans must not put gold into lead our country. And one person said that within Palace Studio. But here is the thing. Here's the thing. You have one person. Wait. You have a person whose statutory declarations cannot be certified 3 years running, and you have a person whose statutory declarations have been certified. Okay, you have a person who has been in office, justice minister, who was a senator and a justice minister, now became leader. And you're yet to hear his name being called on using taxpayers' money to run his businesses. You have a leader who has been taking the government to court for violating the very constitutional right of the Jamaican people. What then is your argument? what is the basis of this argument? Because I don't understand it. And when people come up with these kinds of arguments, I'm like, have you thought it out to a logical conclusion? Because you have two leaders, you have Andrew and you have Mark Golding, period. So you have to look at legislation, you have to look at policies, you have to now go beyond personalities. And you have to look at the policies and look at legislation and look at what it is that would prompt me to want to vote for Mark Golding, who led the PNP to victory in the local government election, who is yet to be, wrapped up and tangled up in the theft of taxpayers' money. So I don't understand the thinking behind all of this.
Something. Paris could have do reverse psychology. I want to put him outside. Why? Because below, yeah, man. Because I'm not telling you why I put him outside. And I like it, say Mark Golding come and do something. He have proven he's a successful liar and businessman and them things. He just want to talk and somebody see. But put him outside, man. Don't come here and I do not argue. You have two parties, you have the opposition and you have the government. And if you don't want the government, you get the opposition. You never come here, so come tell me not to run here, you know. Because you see where I go on, you are one of them where I get something after that, you know. Come here with no reverse psychology, you know. We look through you a long time, you know. You could just go away. Keep that to yourself. No, run yourself. Run yourself. We not do yes man thing or yes woman thing, run yourself. Let me just tell you straight. We are make sure Andrew Holness will go and send some people go up to prison and change up Jamaica. You understand? So we not buy that with you. Keep away from yourself. You understand? You want a man who are criminal. Where them do a be scamming and chopping and them things that you look for a man that got through. And none of them can put your hand on the man and say him do this and do that, have a good family life and certain things. And you never hear same have not here. So successful businessman and then you talk about what you call the man. You have to go, man. You are pit food to man. Yes, Platty.
You know, people, a little common sense go a long way. Little common sense go a long way. You know, have to be, you not have to be educated like Mr. Logarithm or algorithm or tropical rhythm. You not have to be that. You not have to be educated like that because, no, seriously, you have some people that to refer to as educated fools because they can't see the obvious. But this is obvious, people. You don't need a lot of common sense to figure out this. Here's where you don't need a lot of common sense to figure out. 2021 statutory declaration has not been certified up to now. 2022, likewise. 2023, same thing. Now think about this. The thing when the reporter read out two things. He read out the bank accounts and then read out about some financial, which I suppose is SSL, so that them talk to the Prime Minister and everything was above board. Now you're gonna tell me now, say that is all the IC do from 2021 till now. That's all the IC for 3 years. That's all them focused on.
Yeah.
Whether or not it said, oh, him named upon 4 bank accounts and him withdraw some money out of a financial institution. 3 years. 2021 to 2022, 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024. 3 years. It took the IC to do that. There must be more than that. It must be more than that. It cannot be that. Because if that is what them all come with in the report, then the IC, them need to just take a walk. They should be ashamed of themselves. It's a disgrace because they get over $1 billion, them budget, them operating budget is over $1 billion, And if this is best them can do in 3 years to say, oh, we're finding name on 4 accounts, and oh, in withdraw some funds from a financial institution, and there's nothing wrong with that. No, I think there's more to it than this. I think there's more.
Me just plain I say it. Him same talk to them, and him have to go through the amount of things him have. That means enough things him have. It could be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Look the bank account. And then what a coincidence, and the one of them there with the same score chart with them amounts. 1 bank. And when you look at the FEMA account, them go add in. But that make up the basis. This is where them IT sit down. That's why they never want to release it. Then 2022 not certified. Him that deal with that and say, Mama, take me half back. And then when the admin said, when the waste time then, like we say, I forgot, when the waste time will go up on $11,000 account. Him himself, I tell us, Daddy, we should have this embarrassment for me, go down yourself. For put my name on $11,000, your account $11,000. You know, the money, it's bad for me, for my father, $11,000. in my account and me have millions and hundreds of millions and me are the Prime Minister. You can't put my name on that. Me don't want it. Put a little grandchild in it. That look good to you, $800, but him name depend it. 800 and 4 of them they are one bank. The same bank. Hey, let me tell you this in Jamaica. It a come like, let me show you Granny Subaru. Let me show you Granny Subaru. Let me show you how the man food. And if I play the thing back on you, to you. You look at Granny Subaru, them like one picture at it and one video. And when you look, them ask, boss shoot up. Yeah, them say men from bike. Then hear say a man. Then hear the man in a yellow hat. Then in a red hat. One report, can we catch the first report, you know? And then we catch the breaking news, and then we catch a 5 o'clock report from Big Mama. And then you catch Big Mama himself by 7 o'clock and everything change. Them dangerous. Very dangerous. The IC are go along with the evil thing too. Them yeah man, them
all right.
Yes.
First thing is, Gavin, I assume him have a family.
Yes.
Why would Gavin ignore him family and put the Prime Minister on Fim bank account?
Robert Garvin, that's when you're talking?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's some relative. He's not related to the Prime Minister. Not that I know of. So why would the Prime Minister put him name on the man's bank account? And then also his mother. I'm sure he's not the only child.
No.
He's not the only child. So why you have 2 accounts and feeding up on the 2 accounts? You know, if you say, okay, one for my daughter and one for my son.
Money night, brother.
So we have to say, the more we think about it, the more we start.
I think about it long time. The
more we think about it, I think that money where them said inside, that's another money where it start out with that probably be a loan. Money pass through the account. I feel more money pass through the account.
My feet say money pass to the foreign account, but my feet say them account when I have no money, them just open them for show off the world thing because from 2021. I'm here the 10 months ago this, you know. You that here says that account. In that boss that come and say, but just 2 account me have, I don't know what them are going to for. You don't know Andrew already. He want to make this be a problem in the deal with this. Remember the IT writing? Him talk back to them talk back to him. Him say him have to get time to go through all him thing them. That thing can respond to them again. It couldn't be hard, the thing you go through. It will take your hours, days, 3 days. To respond for what? For account? That make any sense to you, Ratty? This is the man attack 10 months ago. It don't make sense.
You know what I love? It not gonna happen, but you know what I love for the Integrity Commission and get a talk off of the Prime Minister. Because me I tell you, we get a talk off of him, it's not gonna be pretty. We get a talk off of him. Now, and by the way, only one time you talk to him. One time you talk. I mean, not talk to him 2 times. So him change the story. One day time you talk to him. Now get all of my facts together. And remember now, you don't ask questions where you don't know the answer to. That is rule number 1 for investigating anybody. You don't ask questions where you don't know the answer to. You don't do it.
But look what them do. Look what them do this morning. They make Big Mama run out. And him muddy the water first and talk about why them this and that and them say this. Then him come with the bank account and show that. Him not tell us a Jamaican bank account and nothing. So when the people them your bank account, all of who are do blagging now and them thing there. Yes, them find in bank account, the millions them find. So them are run go chat about a bulls. Right? This is what Big Mama do. All the time. Then him come back in the 5 o'clock news or something that them release now. Say the bank account, the one of them with Scotia. That can't be a coincidence. It cannot be, people. Your father have $11,000 and this, and him go put you up on a bank account 11,000, but it amongst Scotia.
Someone in a big me up. Someone that said, I mean, if you take over the Integrity Commission. Sam, let me tell you something. Sam. If me take over that, within a year, Sam, it's straight now. Things straight out in Jamaica. If it's not straight out, me left. Them then have to ask me nothing. 1 year, Sam.
What is that only straighten out, you'd have to do retroactive too, because you'd have to still hold him hold him accountable, because we still have no proof as to how he has acquired the things he has. There's no proof of that.
not talk about because you never do. Never bring in my team. And my team, we have some team members in St. Lucia. We have some of them in America, some of them in Kiemat, wherever we think the money is, we're going to have people there. So we don't have to wait too long. We have a big team and we have to deal with the thing proper. But the way the Integrity Commissioner go about it right now, disappointed.
People never burn them out, you know. When this fight, and you hear them repeat the same thing what Big Mama repeat, you know it's them and the setup. And let me tell you again, there is no way on the earth that you go for your account and then your mom, when you live with your father, live with she come and you look at 2 account and then put fair on name on it. Him don't need them money then either. Because them tell you where I'm and so where your mother that come now, she have other youth and grandkids and put your name onto account, that them pull the account from one bank. And I like them search at the bank and them just go to this bank and with a full account. One have been 800 Jamaican, it have been the money, you know. One have been 11,000, the father one, this where him live. And the mother have 2, one with 300,000. So when them do them want money, them just put 4 account and make it so enough. He named the bank because he named the bank other accounts, but he want to do it like that.
You see, another thing with them shadow, the IC, because the IC has the authority to work with foreign agencies, right? Law enforcement agencies. One of the things I would do if I had do this investigation, you see, his mother, my understanding is that she lives in New York. We have to deal with your account. We have to get the IRS involved in it too.
Yes.
See if she declare all of this. And then we have to see her account and see where the money coming, where she own and all of them things. It's a complete investigation. This is like I said, again, we're just speculating about certain things, and I'm just waiting for the report to be, the reports, plural, to be tabled, and then we get tonight. But based on what we're hearing right now from nationwide, it don't look straight. Something not right.
Not right. Counting them just got at it. For blood in the water here, him never depend them. So you just go add some little baby, some mangy account. Then them account are free. The mangy bad. So you go, Prime Minister what remember the last time in Valley 170 million. But your father catch 11. Why your father love you so much and him have other son and other daughter. And him live with your mother a long time. But
well, here's what happened now. Civil society or the opposition, somebody has to file a lawsuit for declaratory judgment. Because if this is derogatory, because right now when I hear nothing derogatory, you know, what we are here is things were just unbelievable. But when I hear the derogatory stuff here, and if them start delay holding back this thing here, somebody must go to court. Somebody must go to court. If it means the one Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation have to do it, then we just have to do it. But somebody have to go to court. Somebody have to file something after declaratory judgment and force them to do what they're supposed to do, which is table the damn report. Somebody have to do it. We can't sit back and just make them just say we are sending it to oversight committee and this committee and that committee, and then them take leave, and the next thing you know, Christmas and them call election, might even call before that, and we can't afford this to happen. Too much at stake. Somebody have to go file a lawsuit there.
And it's funny because when them say unexplained wealth. Now you look at $11,800 and say it's unexplained $800. But and get pay every month, you know. And that the file in this time could have given father money, father could have sell him and put $11,000 in that. So his father can't have the money then because I'm son and in my money big man, a married man. Nothing like that. That's a garbage. Him mother that find out one thing, even if you put our son name on it, him that knows that fear, she the principal account owner. See? Hold that. See? So you add them, and him say add them in a gratty. Them add it. Him not account, them add it. So you add an 800. Let's have 5. Yeah, no, just take a bit more than $5. $5 account, right? 5, 6, and not even $6. $5.50, right? $5.50, a little less than that. Right? $5.50 US dollar. And then that gone up now, Integrity Commission want him for that too. $5.50. I just say put it in. $5.50.
But here's the disrespectful, here's the disgraceful part. It took the IC, they're trying to make us believe that it took the Integrity Commission 3 years to find 4 accounts at Nova Scotia Bank. Make that make some sense. And 4 accounts from individuals who are their own, have their own responsibilities. They are not dependents of this man. They are not dependents of this man. So how could their thing factor into his statutory declarations? It makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing is, right? It's the statute says a person who knowingly makes a false statement. Now you can make a false statement by omission or commission, where you can either you don't mention it or you mention something else, and it's something, you know, it's false. Now it says here that if you knowingly, and I guess what the corruption prosecutor was saying was that she couldn't prove intent. I guess that's what she's saying, that she couldn't prove intent that he knowingly. But how do you not knowingly know that you're on somebody's bank account?
Your mother that tell you. And then when your father don't put it, that tell you.
You have to sign. You have to sign. You have to sign. How you know he's not the planet?
No, but why? But what me accept to you, it's even deeper than that. So why this TM bank, the whole 4 account there, number one, them can't go around that, you know. They cannot answer me with no weird, no shape. That it's so coincidentally that it's so coincident that your father go open a him have an account there, so and your mother come she live a foreign. She don't put it on them over there. She come, she have a kids too, but she come put you on a bank account to have money. A 300,000 account and a 60,000. And your father put it on a 11,000 account, 11,000 Jamaican dollar, 11,000, not even 100 US, you know. And it can $5.50 account.
And you are the person.
By the way, Ratty. Oh, not close. Remember, you know, if you have anything less than 10,000, that then dry it down and close your account.
Right.
Oh, I mean,
that's why you need to see the whole. You need to see the whole history of that back.
Oh, not close.
Then also, look, you put somebody upon it who's the least likely person for need the money. Least likely person for need the money.
You need $800. You need $800. You need $11,000. Your father, and then that's so embarrassing that your father have an account and 11,000. He wouldn't have put money there to go draw that. He don't see. So $11,000 in an account. Why your father put the name, add the name to $11,000 account for what?
See, it's Josh. That's a significant point that he just made. He said because Jamaican just sit down and take it.
Yes.
That's a significant point.
Yeah.
That's a significant point. Because look. The people who are real and not carry on, you know. A foreign will live. A foreign will live.
That's why I stay ratty. But that is why I stay ratty, Grant. It's 9-day talk because the media has already moved on from this story. It will only be kept alive on social media. He will only be held to account on social media because the IC, whether they let him go or not, he still is disqualified from being prime minister because his statutory declarations are not certified, and they cannot be certified because he's yet to prove how he came by the assets, how he funded these assets. He's still yet to prove that. And if the IC have not dissected that and given bullet point by bullet point how he did, Andrew needs to go. Andrew is still not qualified.
JM said the people who live in Jamaica don't know these things are happening. They do, because the same report we are looking at. We're looking at the same report that came out of Jamaica. And then John said, don't waste no breath, leave everything to the people of Jamaica in the upcoming election. What we have to do is for those in Jamaica who are not critical thinkers, it's our job to make them critical thinkers. You have a lot of critical thinkers there, but you also have a lot of people who are just legacy voters. They're not thinking. Some of them, they're just on the fence and not quite sure. And it's our job to present the facts to them.
11 grand one for 3 years. That's true. That's a foolishness. Eh? Like, instead of 50 hold them up for 3 years. Eh?
No, not another hold them up for 3 years.
3 years.
There's more to it, man. There's more. Believe me, when the report comes, people look. Wait there. The reports when I'm talking about, right? Is a lot of stuff, a lot of reports them submit. So this is just one little piece of it. This is just one little piece of it. There's more to it. There's much more to it.
But
yeah.
That's what I tell people all the time. Remember with SSL, you know, remember a billions of that, you know. You know what them are do right now, how does we are keep it. It jerk up the place and spend how much money on the Prime Minister. Remember, you know, Nigel Clark come over here, you know, and he begged me for ease because me I mash him up too much. And him come on the program. Me I write him, I keep joking, I'm side with the filmmakers. I tell you, I keep joking, man. We tell you, we not, I tell you this, but I to joke him, man. I want to joke him and run out. Remember, we have been there, we asking the question. I don't know why we asking the question. We want him to put on something. Him said, not stone him, not leave, not stone and turn. But I know him not turn up one. And him the finance minister. Him said, fit for come over here, sir. But we don't let him go. We do a duty.
I mean, normally what they would say, right? They would say that the Integrity Commission would say that they submitted a report for tabling. A report. Or 2 reports, but 2 different people for tabling. But here they said they submitted a report of investigation, an associated indicative ruling, and a full ruling, and a special report. It cannot be for just them 2 issues there. It cannot be just for the financial institution and for the bank account. Cannot be.
Can't be. But
cannot be.
It's a fear. But a fear. Because them plan to let him go and this is what me hear. Because let me tell you what me hear.
One quick second there. One quick second there. But you know, it cannot be, but you notice where them come out with, where the media come out with. You notice where them come out with. Yeah, and therein lies the distraction. Because if them see the report, if them, because them a quote from the report, you know, them a quote. So unless they were provided just that piece of the report, and then just take that piece and say, well, all right, this made the Prime Minister look good, we have a run with it. But it cannot be those 2 issues for them 4 reports. Cannot be.
Yeah, man. So this is what them want to know, and then run out with this, and them must spin it. Them do it with things. I remember tell you, it cannot be a coincidence that 4 accounts with no money in any of them, and they pour them amongst one bank. The bank orchestrate this too. The man using mother and him father. Why? Because you have to say, I'm mother and him father, them can't put his name in it because we have to let him go, you know. So you way do know. You just open up, me not have the money, use what you have because you let him go, you have to put it look bad. Him use 11 grand. And it look bad now. The other one use $800 where the bank are supposed to close by this. Just the fee alone for 1 month, take for the money there, you know. The fees alone for 1 month. If that in our bank account and it's still active, something wrong, they might close it. $800. And when you hear 4 accounts, they say, yes! And them run with that. Them run with garbage. And next thing, Big Mama forget charge. Big Mama need to get charged. Too much of this now. Them open that and give Big Mama this. It's wrong. Too much of Big Mama now. Yeah. Them have one day acting DPP, you know. Because them still have this track 5 in their head, you know. I don't see if they're home. Yeah? I must ag incident. I can't coincident that. It cannot be. I must have ag incident. Well, ag in tie, well, in the incident more than, you know, in get quiet. Yeah? But this is what Big Mama do. Them run out and say bank account and spread it, and then you have. If you go on social media, you say, but you can find him with account. And then him that come out and then let it go and say, but no money in the account. And them also see, the money is innocent. Innocent what? Them never come out with the 800 million in IC, you know. That's sure it's not work, you know. 800 million, you know. See? But you come out with 4 accounts at the same bank. Eh? This doesn't make no sense. With no money at all no night. No money. But it stop film thing. And yet still it never indicate nothing like this, by the way. People only use the same video when I use 10 months ago and put it up in talk, him himself. Himself have to go through things and take him around 3 days or more. Because he have to go through things and he go submit things, right? That not sound like a film account him a submit. Them talk to him talk back to them. Them talk to him and mouth for talk back to them. And him have to go through about him the Prime Minister. He have to go through one bag of things that take him years. That sound like a 4 book. Cannot be in a 4 back book. Garbage that. Yeah, man.
No. Here is the thing, right? Remember, the Prime Minister asked Mr. Christie for anti-corruption training.
Yeah.
Right? Good governance training. And he received the training. And then he and the rest of the party refused to sign off on it. Right? Now, here are some of the things that they received training on. Several modules. One is overview of Jamaica's anti-corruption framework. Module 2, the problem of corruption. Module 3, the principles of good governance and integrity in government, public office and public life. Number 4, public procurement overview. Number 5, other critical areas involving Integrity Commission's oversight. Number 6, statutory declarations. Number 7, Protected Disclosure Act. Number 8, reporting allegations of corruption. Number 9, investigating allegations of corruption. Number 10, prosecuting allegations of corruption. 11, overview of corruption offenses in Jamaica. And 12, international best practices in anti-corruption. Now, one of the things you want to do as a leader, you want to remove yourself from wrongdoing and the appearance of wrongdoing. You want to remove yourself from the appearance of anything that is not in compliance with good governance. You want the appearance, that is it. And this appearance right now it doesn't show that. This appearance, when you get on other people's account and all this stuff, and then you also remember now, he said they wrote to him and he wrote back to them. So I'm curious as to this explanation, because this is just what they're saying. We want to see an actual explanation. And how many times it took him to get around to this explanation, if it was a developing explanation, or when they asked him the first time, he just come out and say. But in any event, there is a cloud hanging over the Prime Minister's head for just this. And we know this is not the only thing. We know that. So, Marie, look on 932. Doesn't mean them attack.
Couldn't be. No. There's always that one, right? No. No, but yeah, it cannot be that they took 3 years to investigate $284,000. And this will make them look so bad, and as a matter of fact, it would make them look incompetent if they really wanted us to believe that they took 3 years to investigate $384,000. And $384,000 that have nothing to do with this man, because these are 3 separate individuals. And this man is his own man. He's a big man. He's a married man with children. So I don't see how it makes no sense. And I'm trying my best to give the IC some grace and say, because these are bright people. So I don't see how it is they could come to this. Well, we haven't seen the full report, but I believe this is a deflection. They are sending the low-hanging fruit out there for us to all gather around the low-hanging fruit, and the real substance of the report, if we're not careful, will get missed. You see that one, Wayne?
Yeah, you see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gerald. Well, Gerald, you must tell them what watch programs them. You have Lonesome program, you have my program, you have Jeffrey Tavares, you have a few programs. Tell them to watch the programs then, please. Anthony R. Do not trust the words. Okay. Lonesome should have played that now. If you remember, we agree, say you don't go play it all the time, you know. You mute, brother.
I want to play something. Andrew, that one again it failed. Before me say anything, I want to fail again. Listen, when you come say yes, sir, and you write them back and then them write you back and everything, this time to do the account. And look how you're stupid. Megamat was police up to police work, right? And me, you know, so me an investigator. Because when you come like I couldn't realize, we're investigator. I'm married to you know. Not that I'm figuring a way to understand nothing. And we have a couple more investigators about the place. Listen, there is no way you have 4 accounts. You have 4 accounts in a one bank. And the 4 of them, everybody got other and the Prime Minister. Eh? You know, see more deceive the nation. Boy, Andrew, let me talk to you straight. Stop the stupid things that make people. I don't know. The people them running them are educated fools. Them not really bright. Them not bright. Them not think. If they ever make one go there, so and one go with a union, you know, you have cooperative credit union or something, and so you know, scatter them out, then put it in a place that the IC can't see it. So when you go there now, you and why the IC that go in a bank, you know, time I give my bank account, another cash. If your account not for the Prime Minister, that means you're supposed to come up with the 800 million house then. You're supposed to come up with this. But when I get wait till when them table it up, I not if them asking for $800 million house. And by the way, you want to play the wife and you want yours to get our money? You want yours to make our money? Let me play the wife because let me play the wife. My finger them fast, let me play the wife. Make with your what she used to do how she make her money. 800 million house. Nearly $1 billion. Yeah.
I was born in my husband's constituency. I think I was actually born at the hospital, Andrews Memorial Hospital.
She thinks she was born at the hospital. She thinks so. She born in her husband's constituency. When she born, and her husband won still, but she born in her constituency. Maybe I end run it when she born. I was she born before him. But me not
on there. She mean in present, the present constituency?
Yeah, it's she born in
the hospital over to while. And Cockburn Pen,
I thought you said.
and Compound, and part of Waterhouse. The hospital no over there.
She said she born in hospital, but she born in there. She said she born in the door.
What she said, Andrews Hospital, she said she born?
No, let me hear her first. She born in a constituency. She said she born in a Kingston. Wow, Kingston, what's that? But turn out, you know, later turn out husband constituency, yes.
13 that.
She born at the 13, later turn in her husband constituency. You know, but she said she born in a constituency. That means him there running when she born here. All right.
I was born in my husband's constituency. I think I was actually born at the hospital. Andrews.
So think she actually born there.
There's no hospital in that constituency. We used to live over there. We used to live there. There's no hospital over there. They have a clinic. The clinic used to be down at the corner of Beer Farm Road and Olympic Way. Right on a clinic used to there. Yeah. Yeah, no hospital. Andrews no over there, so.
All right, so man, I'll play these people and make we hear how to get our money. Yeah.
Memorial Hospital it was. Yeah.
You know something?
No. Go ahead.
Yes. No, 1 second, Wayne, and also we could try to get to the airport situation before we come off.
All right, cool. with how she make her money, yeah, this.
Time, but grew up at a very early age in Ensom City and went to Ensom City all age and then on to St. Catherine High School. I remember even being at Ensom City all age, being a very industrious little child. My parents would send me to school, they would give me my lunch money, but I would be buying police button and selling them to get extra money from early days. So I remember being at St. Catherine High School and leaving school, walking from St. John's Road to Spanish Town. I did it often. I walked from Ensom City to St. Catherine High to save money again, even though I got my lunch money and I got my taxi fare.
So yeah, she lived in Ensom City. She walked from there, go to St. Catherine High. She lived there all that time.
I always felt that other than paying my school fee and giving me my uniform and my books, I should be able to do all the other little things. If I need geometry set, if they're doing something for sports day, I should be able to chip in. My dad worked in a factory, zinc manufacturing factory it was. He was a supervisor there. I think the factory closed down. He was made redundant and he took his savings and went into the taxi business. So he had a bus and taxi from time to time. I would walk to Spanish Town and go and meet my mother and help her to sell. She would sell shoes and clothing, and I had no problem. I remember many times my classmates would pass and sometimes they would see me at school and say, Juliet, you don't feel ashamed to go help your mother sell? And no, I was never ashamed. I always felt this is what is sending me to school. My mom and my dad earn an honest living, and I thought it was an excellent value to instill in me as a child. And I pitched in and made sure I sell anytime I could once school was out. If it was Christmas, I would be onto Falmouth. I love to check a lot of money. So when they went to Falmouth, I found that the sales was very good. I was collecting and selling, and I found that very exciting, that my parents were able to earn in this way. My mom sort of beat it into my head since early days. Look, we are not wealthy, and the way you're gonna achieve in life is to have a good education. That's really the legacy I'm passing on to you. Being educated and being able to take care of yourself. So for me, growing up as a child, I actually never had a sense of any disparity or inequity in how women and men function, because my parents functioned in a way where my mother was a strong woman and giving in equal ways to the partnership of taking care of and raising the family and funding our lifestyle. Myself and Andrew went to St. Catherine High School together, but I didn't like him in high school. I thought that he was just enough. He was...
No, me laugh still. Me just take a one laugh. She said she thought him just enough. But anyway, continue.
Everything. I remember the very first Valentine's Day special that was put on at the school. Andrew organized it. He conceptualized it and he organized the Valentine's event. And I was like, who is that guy? Everything is him. I remember he was valedictorian and I just continued to almost envy him and said, this guy is just so into everything. And I remember when he was doing his valedictory speech, I don't think I've ever told him, when he kept saying education. And I'm like, it's education. so I remember Andrew well. I was very impressed with the way he was as a young man. He was helping his mother to build her house, and I'd pass and see him up on top of the house, helping the man who was doing the grill work, the masonry, and I was like, yeah, that guy not bad at all.
Helping the man with the oats, the grill and masonry, right?
Right. But I remember at school thinking that he was just so enough. Everything was just this Andrew. Then he wasn't my friend. So I went to Holness Girls, as I told you, for sixth form. And when it came around now to the ball at sixth form, I didn't have a date. And someone said to me, what about Andrew, the guy down the road? And I was like, not so bad. I could make him go on with me.
Yeah, she got it a year before him. Because him born July. So she got it 1 year before him, but she got the ball. And then buck up on the same ball. She got it a year before him.
And I said to Andrew, do you
Make a shall I go? Him
want
right.
to accompany me to my sixth form ball? I think he had a friend, Garfield, who liked me at the time. I don't know if he knew, but Andrew said yes. And at the time, as I tell you, very naive, very sheltered. I was chaperone. My uncle took us to the ball, drove us to the ball, and stayed with us at the ball and took us.
Oh, Andrew did the ball with her, but she graduated a year before Andrew. Oh, the two of them end up in the ball, Batty. Somebody I tell liars to you know, she lied to you know. But she born in born 72, she born 71. She graduated a year before him. Same month and everything. A couple days before him, she born. So she graduated 1 year before him, right, Batty? So the two of them in the ball. That them go and eh?
She make more ball.
You know, continue.
Us back home. So I had no opportunity for Andrew to get on with any hanky-panky at all. But that summer was the start of our relationship. I remember after sixth form, we spent the entire summer together. Like every waking moment.
But when she reached sixth form, him one of the, well, they might show them, they want to watch him face. Yeah, but they have sixth form, him one of them six yet. Eh? No. Continue.
Stayed together until we fell asleep. We are very boring people, you know, so we decided we were going to get married in 7 years. There are not many things.
Them are very boring people. Them tell you the truth.
Things I found that I was adamant about in a relationship, but some things I was very principled about. So I would never have a child unless I'm married. And I remember saying that we need to be able to buy a home first, need to get married, and then we can think about having children. I remember we got married, 1997. We planned, I don't even know, we sat down, we talked about it. I think we decided to have our wedding in between our birthdays. I'm born on the 16th of July, he's born on the 22nd, and we chose the Sunday in between our birthdays. We could not afford a lot, so we didn't have a wedding planner. And we could not afford a big hotel. I remember we rented Villa Renai at the time. And we had a regular chef that you would normally...
People, this is 1997, you know. This is Baltimore, you take note. Me not, you were Angel say, I'm having much money. Maybe just play back there, so. Them couldn't afford, they didn't have no money or nothing, right? 1997. See the two of them there? Look here.
So we didn't have a wedding planner. And we could not afford...
Yeah, the bar.
97. We planned, I don't even know, we sat down, we talked about it. I think we decided to have our wedding in between our birthdays. I'm born on the 16th of July, he's born on the 22nd, and we chose the Sunday in between our birthdays. We could not afford a lot, so we didn't have a wedding planner, and we could not afford a big hotel. I remember we rented Villa Renai at the time, and we had a regular chef that you would normally have in your community come and cook up the curry goat and the rice and peas at Villa Renai. And there we were married. Everybody came, like we invited all the relatives that we knew lived very far away because they would not be able to come to the wedding. They live in the UK, they live in America and Canada, but we didn't want anybody to say that we'd never invite them. So after trying to keep the wedding to 50, and my parents started
50, no money no there. But Andrew a billionaire, you must a billionaire now, you know.
tell me who and who not invited, and his parents started to say who and who not invited. We said, all right, here's the strategy. Send all of them invitation because they're not coming. We ended up, instead of having a wedding of 50, with a wedding of 250 people, because everybody turned up from all over and our mouth was just dropping. My father didn't think it funny. I told him that we should have actually run it like a fish fry, where we give them an invitation at a cost and you pay to come to the wedding. Because, all right, but we enjoyed it. It was wonderful, not very expensive, and right up our street. Now that you're serving,
not very expensive, and them that thing for even sell make a pay for coming to the wedding because they don't have no money. All right, you know, you're for yourself.
You don't end up having as much time. And for Andrew, he spends his time with the boys, riding the bike. I will ride, but I don't always go with them. It's good to have some father-son time. and sometimes they're out in the hills. I leave them to their time and space. It's always a challenge. People live their lives differently. People have different types of families, but I continue to appreciate the value in having been raised by my mother and father. I think it has actually made a difference in who I am, and being blessed to have Andrew around as a father, particularly having to raise boys. It is really important. I love sitting and listening to him, coaching and counseling and passing on life skills. And I think their life would not be as fulfilled, would not be as fulsome if they didn't have the benefit of having their father around and his involvement. So my first full-time job was at KPMG at the time.
Listen to the job part now. Never have no money. So yes.
I remember that interview so well because the HR manager called me back afterwards. So I went in from university in the morning, got called in, myself and another young lady. We're actually best friends today, Jackie, and we started that same morning. I went in, did the interview. So they said to me, are you expecting to get a car? I said, coming out of university, I don't have any expectations.
No, Barry, we don't want to take it off, you know. We want to hear because we have to cut somewhere, dissect some things out of this and the money and the value.
What do you expect for your salary? I said, I have no expectations. Whatever you're paying for persons starting out, I am ready to work at that salary, and I'm going to work hard, and I am going to move up. And I was hired on spot. I was told to go outside and given a file and ready to work. Long afterwards, the HR officer said to me, you know, most people come from the university. They start asking us if a car comes with the job and exactly how much we're going to pay. And for that, with your qualifications from the university and that attitude, you were hired immediately. And the rest is history. I saw my company as my company. It is not just the partner's company, it's mine. So I was always...
It was a fair company. She could work with the company, but she said that's fair company, so that's how she deal with it.
Very aggressive about collecting their money. I would always be the first one to give the bill for everybody who...
It's not our company this year, we want to know when she established our company, right?
They'll tell you, Juliet would take us home and we would work through the night to finish the files because she's coming in under budget. She's making sure the company makes money. She's making sure she collects the fees. And that's just how it was for me. I felt if you're working in an organization, you should love what you're doing so much that you treat it as your own. And it served me well. I left Price Waterhouse as a senior. I remember being a manager called in to say, Juliet, do not go. Do not leave Price. Every single partner called me, do not go. You know, you have such potential. We see you as joining the partnership. But I decided at that time, having been pregnant with my first child and seeing that I was one who would work through the night, through the weekend if necessary, it would not have been the best thing for what I wanted in terms of family life balance. And so I said, you know, I'm going to take this job and go off to Biscuit Company.
Biscuit Company asks I get a job. Biscuit Company, you know, people. You hear this now?
I left Excelsior. I remember being the same type of person I was running away from. So again, I was up hours in the night. I was helping to do some of the work of my general manager, preparing for board meetings, traveling to Trinidad. And I'm like, but nothing has changed. Where is that work-family balance? So I decided I'm going off now on my own. I sat down with someone who was a biscuit contractor at the time. He sort of did some of the sales. And he was retiring. And he said he had land in Barbican that he wanted to sell. You know.
But that's after she have her first child. So you don't pick on the first child and you know the age. 7 band, 2000 and 2001, you know when. This. She never have the money. You want to get the land now?
Who took her money, all of the money that I was getting from Biscuit Company, And I bought that piece of land and told myself, I am going to develop the piece of land. I knew nothing at all about development at the time.
It's up in the 2000, right? Because I youth born now. So just the other day, this, you know, she don't know nothing at the time. Hear this.
Nothing. But I figured I needed to find something that I could do on my own. And I figured all the years in accounting and auditing and the type of skills you develop from knowing that whatever area of expertise, just work, research, study, and go for it. I went. So, having bought the land, I said, okay, I have no money.
And so here again, she have no money. And the first land she buy and have the money, you know. She don't buy the piece from the hill and never have no money in 2012. Right?
Yeah, around so 2011, 2012, somewhere around so.
Next week. But this about like 21, 21 and 20, around 201 this. Somewhere around there, so earlier, right? Yes.
So I decided to assist the government in terms of some amount of consultancy work. So again, at the time, the government wanted to move into a place of having a system of cash management right across ministries. I liked the concept. And I decided I would go and engage in all the consultancy work that I had at the time as it relates to improving their accounting systems in the Ministry of Finance. So being there for a while, I literally started my development while doing consultancy work. Yeah. And for the first development, I said, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I have a civil engineer. I don't know anything about that. And I had a very good and professional electrician and a very good plumber. And I said to myself, you're going to learn everything else. So coming out of that development very quickly, I appreciated space, I appreciated material. Literally, when I saw the first load of sand drop, and then the second load came, and then I ordered from another truck, and I noticed the same material was 2 times what I got from the first guy. I said, okay, I'll be buying all my material. I'll be jumping up on the back of the truck and checking to make sure I got what I'm paying for. And I got very involved, so I did all my purchases myself. I did all my, looking at my designs and what I wanted to.
Is that plumber and electrician build the house? I have to say, right? Plumber and electrician, and then she look up on her.
Engineer. Engineer.
Build the house. All right. Well, I put her outside now. I never have here no more. So she never have no money, and she get a plumber, electrician, and an engineer build the house. And she buy a little gravel and she jump on the back and the little stand and a little what. Yes. She never have no money. Yes. But then she build a house to 800 million now. But I see not see that. I see I look for a book with $800 in it. 11,000. And the 4 accounts, they are one bank. 2 of them are mother. Hey, Ratty. Boy, I don't know if it's
Remember, say, we receive information saying that up by lease flats, that area, the 800 million, that's just one. That there's another one there. We received information.
But more expensive, right?
Yeah. A bigger project, yeah.
Yeah, man. See, 3 years ago, she said this, 3 years, just the other day. 201. She don't say, she does do this. So she tell you she never have the money. So these are the things that you use back. If she come and say something different from this, you just blend them up. She might go try remember what she say also. They can't remember anyway, you go front of feds. And what's send you a prison, Ratty? When them people go front of feds, what send them a prison?
The lie.
The lie.
The lie, yeah. That's it.
Prison yet.
Yeah, it's a someone violation, and that's what them call it. And sometimes it's substantive crime that you've been investigated for. You don't go prison for that. You just go prison for lying to a federal agent. That's where you go prison for. And a whole heap of people in prison now, not for some other crime, you know, the crime them investigate, but for lying. You know, them tell a lie and man, them go and look and say, okay, all right, fine, you know. But again, remember me say, you don't ask questions when you know the answer to. You know. So they come and ask, make them lie to you. And then they say, okay, all right, we get you now.
And then take that very serious. Lie thing, they're very serious.
Yeah, and I'm lie about a material fact, and that's it.
After you lie, they say discredit everything. Come if the police have case in the state, and when them catch them or something, everything them go look back on and let go for let go. Them just rub them out. After you do one thing, them just, and not somebody deal with it, you know, when it pass the boat. Like how Andrew and wife shall lie. You can't believe nothing what them say. People can't tell us the bank account and if you run them with that. And me know them get a lot of people, yeah, Maria. Me know them get a lot of people right now with this bank account thing. Everybody are put it up. Yes, them 5 bank account, that is just that is a trap. It's a trap. If you just tell lie. 4 bank accounts in a one bank. One of them should have closed down already because you have $800 in our bank. Them close that down. Couple months and it done. Them have $500 every time or more. That can't have $800 and it stay. Yes, it's just them set up these things, right? I don't think when you have 11,000, I don't think it does go down. So about 10,000 are down, them try till it down and then close it. All the father ones that close down. If you go down a little bit more than that. Because them draw money from it now, you know. But it does coincidental, you know. Yeah. Yes.
You know, there's no way to say, we just can't wait to see the report because if me see, you know, when I'm say somebody dead and give money.
You know what comes to mind, Ratigan? When they came out the other day and they said that 2 persons were 2 other persons were added, but people interpreted it to mean that it's no longer 6. It was down to 2, when in fact it was 2 more persons were added, and not. You see, so there's a matter of interpretation as well.
Right. Yeah, they misread the annual report because and they didn't read the one before that said them have, and it was more than 6, but it came on to 6, and then this one said them added 2 to it, but people just said okay, they only have 2 remaining, but yeah, it's actually 8. Yeah, but
you used to run with this all the while, Big Mama then. No, them have to lose them license, and I see why they not lose no license either. You know. I see why they don't lose the license. You allow them. That's why I mean around the people them to turn away from local media. And when you have people like us now come dissect them, remember the Prime Minister talked 10 months ago? And we have him and him not talk like a bank account this. He have to go through film papers. What film papers have to do with a bank account? Yeah, he have to take out 3 days to go through, then he can't answer them. You know, say bigger than the little bank account of $800 people. I know
it's more than that. More than that.
You have to go through 50 years or more to go deal with where I deal with. Figure finish them more answer for where they want. Now you're coming and show me in mother a bank account and add him to it. And in father add him to it. And it's so coincidental that in father up in the same bank account with in the same bank. Where I mother do. Look how much bank there Jamaica. People that don't go at NCB more than anywhere else. Yeah, JN you have other banks too, you know. But him father leave and go at the same one where the mother go. And Gavin have the same account too. Same kind of account that the bank. And when you look them, the one of them got touch free name on it. Why? All of a sudden your father have the money and touch your name on him account too. You know, so let them try muddy the water. Them forget lock up to and charge. All of them are the same thing.
But look, we don't know the time frame. But just I wonder if all this occurred when them bring Cruel come to Jamaica, because remember them bring Cruel to SSL, you know.
Yes.
And then pay a whole heap of money to Cruel, and Cruel bring a team down there. I mean, remember them say, according to the reporter, that them say the IC go get somebody from overseas. Like it sounds like it's one person. And bring the person come, and the person come from us 5 or 6 months. And say them never find anything wrong. But why you spend all the money there? You have Cruel over. You have Cruel there. Why never just use Cruel? Waste some money again. And by the way, you're telling me saying that nobody in Jamaica who's a forensic accountant. Nobody. That you can say, oh, this person is independent and objective, and is not subject to influence. Because if I were a forensic accountant in Jamaica, I'd be offended. Come and say, well, hold on there. It's like they must say, well then, boy, them can't trust me. Me have some leanings or whatever. That them have to leave me and go overseas, go bring somebody.
Let me ask you something, though. Let me ask you something. So if them are come and look on a bank book for $800 people and 11,000 Jamaica, so them come with all them people, why them never check this? Look on this. Another while, and it must pass. No? This, watch this though. This is the Prime Minister wife. You see it? Look here. Impossible to fix. Look on this. Said now, Juliet Holness tells court her 800 million housing project doom. 800 million. I mean, knock off this and then draw it up back. See, 800 million. So, 800 million, you know. Why them never check down in that? Because remember, them have a file and him have to declare everything. 171 million the last time them declare. But you have 800 million home which is project which she said do. But me not hear nothing about this. Them going to a bank book for $800, not 800 million. 800 Jamaican dollar. Make sense to no people. This is more cards I go for race, so Ratty. Your wife have 800 million, but more than how much time 171 going at the 800 million. And more than 4 times, you know. More than 4 times, you know. You see that? 4.5 times. But them not check it. Because them tell them up them one about 171 million the last time. And now you have an 800 million house, one investment. But them not check me not hear them would not like this. They matter about 4 accounts. 800 Jamaican. And that now make them not certify. Can you ever put it from there so? If they're there. That make them certify anything out there because they have a bank book with them name on it. They give him about $800 a night. And it don't make him certified. And the father have 111,000. And that to make them certified neither. You have to account. Your mother have 111,000, that too. Yeah, brother.
You know, Lachlan asked what if them bring charge on the lease flat thing. I heard a while back that when the court case, when it became public, I heard that the Integrity Commission was looking into it because there's a possibility that she did not declare 800 million. She didn't declare it on her statutory declaration. So that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. But, you know, if you look at where they sent the report, where the IC sent the reports, out to whom? They sent it to the deputy speaker. And normally the deputy speaker doesn't get it unless the speaker is in trouble. And we've only seen that, I think, happen one time, and that was with Marissa Dalrymple, Philibert. And so could this mean that the most honorable Juliet Holness, MP, Speaker of the House of Representatives, is in trouble? We shall see.
But remember the outgoing finance minister said, "Don't you trouble Juliet." But in bail. But listen, I'm gonna bid you guys a good night because I've been up for like the past 3 days.
Yeah,
so and a good night to Ratty and Wayne. We shall speak in the morning.
Because Ratty hungry like a dog, you know. And
yes.
I'm going to eat him dinner. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to get back to Maria, you know. So I drink a cup of tea, you know. So, you know, anything later with there, yeah, people, we out. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, worldwide. Yeah, man, this is Stoner.
I want to them clown there. You don't know. Come up and like say them walk up, instigate certain things down here. Ha! How would them think them a try to spear? Note some. I want to them fool them. Them a try to draw we out. Tell them. Anytime me rise up with something, yeah. Me bust it up and make it smoke like a muffler. Boy, come and tell me them a talk when man a gorilla. Anytime.
Man, this is Stoner.
A pass no say nothing, yeah. Fool, do not make me rise up with something, yeah. Me bust it up and make it smoke like a muffler. Boy, come and tell me them a talk when man a.
Good morning.
Anytime the.
Good evening.
What's the bad we don't know from when them a come and we see pan them full of
Good evening.
and bad man walk but never ever see.
Yeah, man, this is Stoner.
Which ends them a lock with the little
Worldwide.
never share with the one of them friends. Soon as the boys start them catch weak heart and a man like Sharon and Gwen. Rise up the ocean and the Chinese them.
Good morning.
I'm like these man them. Papa boy intimidate and violate, we annihilate and eliminate them. Boom, this dark water end. None I go stay like ink from pen. You know make me rise up the bigger never seen thing. Never start put it up again and